Hippojuice is recorded in front of a live internet audience.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Hippojuice.
What do you think about the Hippojuice show?
What about the Hippojuice
Let me
people?
get back to you a couple minutes. I've never even heard of listening to Hippojuice. Maurice a douchebag, and Royce
I want to see the Hippojuice
I
email.
love listening to Hippojuice. Hey, this is Patrice O'Neal, and you motherfuckers are listening to Hippojuice.
Brother, so good! I can't stop!
I'm a producer, motherfucker. I got
Like, there's always so much in my mind, so whenever I'm having sex with somebody, it usually takes me a while to come.
Oh my God! There's the video. Back away.
Picturing you paralyzed. That's why I'm laughing so hard.
Hippojuice, nigga!
Welcome to the Hippojuice Show. The number is 954-573-2780 or 908-444-MLR1. I know the video side's having audio issues, guys. I understand that. I'm doing my best to rectify it on the go, so we'll see what we can do. But just like I said, just like usual, just click the More Like Radio listen audio live button here. More Like Radio if you're tuned in the chat room. And, yeah, just mute Ustream if you're having issues. I apologize for that, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway.
It's probably Ustream.
It might be. I don't know, because everything else sounds fine. But, what the hey? Who knows? Anyway, guys.
More money, more problems. That's what I say.
I always say that. I said
you upgrade the setup, and then things just start falling apart on you.
Yep.
I've been having less problems since I've gotten a raise, so that saying is pretty dumb.
Well, you're pretty dumb. Anyway, welcome to the show. We have a lot of things that will be going on today. We have an interview, actually, second hour, last minute thing. We're interviewing WCW and ECW superstar Sir Scotty Riggs.
Scotty Riggs?
Yes, Scotty Riggs.
This has been confirmed.
He was knighted. He was knighted.
So it's Sir Scotty Riggs.
I thought it was Scotty Antall.
So
it's the same guy.
But anyway,
see, in wrestling, everybody threatens to sue you whenever you leave if
Right.
you use your name. So every wrestler has like 7 names.
Right.
Oh, I see.
So
Yeah.
Scotty Riggs was his WCW name. Scotty Anton is kind of what he's allowed to use anywhere. But he is coming up soon, and I was talking to him on the phone earlier, and he's fun. He's got a lot of like messed up stories, and he's cool.
Hey, man, I'm
Yeah,
always...
'cause by the way, Mersh, when you signed on, More Like Radio owns the name Mersh. So if you walk away, you have to change it, or we sue you.
Yeah, it's ours.
But no. See,
It's in the contract.
That's not true.
It
in the
is.
contract.
No, it's not.
It
Yeah,
is.
it is.
I've
Signed
read the
it.
contract.
Nope, it's in there.
And
It's
we
in the
signed it.
contract that we made and forged your signature on Mersh.
You can't
Now
enforce
who's
it.
gay?
You can't enforce
Yeah,
it.
now who's gay?
It doesn't matter. I'm like Vader. I've always had my name. I toured in
Right.
the Indies as Vader. I
No.
was always Vader.
You're not.
I'm not coming to More Like Radio to be Vader.
And you
guys
cried
are-
a lot as a child?
Exactly. I cried a lot. I was also on an episode of Boy Meets World.
Remember-
A lot of people don't know that.
Say Jedis.
Remember that while where Hulk Hogan tried to, like, when he left WWE, he tried to change his name to, like, Terry Hogan so it could catch on, and it never caught on.
Yeah.
Why would it catch
Call
why
me
would it
Terry,
catch on?
brah.
Yeah, sorry.
Terry's a girl's name. Why would that catch on?
I'm sorry. I don't care how hard you try, shit dick. Nobody's calling you Terry Bollea
Right.
for the rest of
Right.
your life. It's not happening. I can't go back to Mike Sheely at this point. Everything, yeah, okay, Mersh. It's fine.
I mean, you could just...
Yeah, I mean, I call you Mike all the time. What's wrong with that?
But the majority of people would still slip and call me Mersh. And then
It's
you
true.
guys would have to sue me. I don't want that.
I want to sue you.
You just want to sue.
I kind of have that
Marie's
itch.
hungry to sue. It doesn't even have to be me.
I got a lawyer without having a reason for it, and now I need to use them. I
It's
signed
really
up for
expensive.
that. I signed up for that prepaid legal thing that we were talking about so highly last week.
Legal Shield. They've changed their name to Legal Shield.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to
Well,
be
it
known
reminded
as...
me of the Justice League, and they do a good job, keeping the peace.
What prepaid legal did by changing their name to Legal Shield would be like if I just hit you in the head with a brick and robbed you of your money right now, and then went out and just changed my name to Steve Sanders. It doesn't. I'm still a guy who hit a woman in the head with a brick and took her money. At the end of the day.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when you say it that way, it sounds worse than it actually is. Anyway, guys, we're live. We have a bunch of stuff to get to. And like I said, we're all like messed up because we're having issues with the feed, but hopefully we can fix that post edit.
Of course we will fix it. Post haste.
Post haste, yeah, to try to get that
So
taken care
Let's
of.
fix it pre-haste.
yeah, why do you have to do it
Before,
in post?
before all
Why
the
don't we
haste,
just
let's fix
Why don't
it.
we just deal with it now and then hand it off to Kevin and make him fix it.
Oh, that's a good idea. We'll deal with it now because there'll still be video. But what we'll do is
and then make him sync up everything.
all the audio.
All
right.
2 hours of
He's
it.
got to do something anyway. He doesn't work as it is.
He has his own show.
No, he doesn't.
He has a podcast.
What's
Sundays.
it called? Prove it.
Alcohol by Volume.
He talks about beer. How hard is that?
Alcohol by volume. Why does that sound familiar?
Because it's a show on our network.
On our network.
no.
Who does the show?
Atticus.
Atticus. Why does that sound
Because
familiar?
he's the guy that syncs up our audio when we screw it
I'm
up.
getting a lot of deja vu right now.
Well, yeah, because Atticus was a fan, and then
Uh-huh.
he became a staff person, and then he became a show host. And he's very integrated with us. I mean, he has a More Like Radio T-shirt.
He sounds great. We should get him to host a show.
He does
on
have
the
a-
station.
He does have a show. It's called Alcohol by Volume. It's on Sundays, 4 to 5.
Alcohol by volume.
Yeah, it's where he talks about beer.
4 to 6.
Anyway,
bit's
first story here. First story here is
I guess.
a black nurse is suing a hospital, and why don't we all go on the journey and find out why together?
A black nurse? Get out of town.
Yeah, believe it or not, they exist.
I usually see black doctors, but never a nurse.
You got that reversed. All right, let's go.
Local hospital facing a racial discrimination lawsuit tonight. A nurse at Hurley Medical Center claims that she was not allowed near a newborn there because of the color of her skin. Our Liz Gilardi live at Hurley right now with a story that you'll see only
Yeah,
on
but
TV5.
in the hospital's
Liz?
defense, she had poison ivy. That's why her skin was colored.
No, that's me.
Baby.
Sam, here is a copy of that lawsuit. Basically, the nurse was taking care of a baby in the neonatal intensive care unit.
It's based off her names.
According to these documents, the baby's father made a request, not based on the nurse's years of experience, but on the color of her skin. And according to this lawsuit, the hospital honored it. A nurse in the intensive care unit watching over a baby. A lawsuit claims she could no longer care for that patient, all because of her race.
It was shocking to her. She was very upset. She was very offended. She was in disbelief.
Attorney Julie Gafke is representing the nurse, Tanya Battle. She has been with Hurley Medical Center for 25 years. Court documents show the nurse was caring for the baby when the patient's father made the request. He didn't want any African-American nurses to take care of his child. The suit claims she was discriminated against, and the
To be
hospital
fair,
reassigned the nurse.
Most
When she
African-American
returned for
nurses
work
have
the
really
next-
long nails that end up scratching the baby.
Do you understand though that now this is opening up a whole new level of like legal enforcement? That means that if I go into a Starbucks now and go, I don't want that nigger touching my coffee.
Jesus,
And the
Mersh.
manager, I'm making
God
a point.
damn it, bro.
I am.
Can you not make the point on the show?
I'm creating a. I was.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Theater of the mind.
Okay, I apologize.
So suppose I say that horrible
Say what
thing
now?
that I don't agree with.
What did you say?
I'm
though?
not going to.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I said I don't want that nigger touching my coffee.
Why would you
Fair
say
enough.
that on this show,
Because he
Mersh?
asked me to.
No, you just
I don't
you go
think I
roundabout
did.
ways.
I don't
Roundabout
think
ways.
I did.
This is
Anyway,
not Hippojuice
go ahead.
material. That is Fifth Circle.
I'm sorry, but this is again. It's okay in the context of you're pointing out something being said.
Oh, I see what I
was
see what you're
using
doing now.
News.
Can I say I
he's
was-
doing a news
I
piece,
was
so it's okay.
I was trying to say it so that you'd see the awfulness of
Uh-huh.
it. What I'm saying is you can't go in and say that to somebody. And then
Say
the
what?
I'm not doing it. We're not doing this 3 times.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was sending a message. What did you say?
I don't.
I apologize. I just at this moment wasn't.
Not-
Okay,
not.
sorry. Go ahead.
So you
just let me hear his story, Jesus.
Sorry,
you
go ahead.
can't go into a store and go, I don't want that touching
Yeah.
my coffee. And the manager go, look, I just want this asshole to leave, so just give him his
Yeah,
fucking
just give him-
coffee.
yeah.
Just have a white kid make it. And then that opens them up to suing Starbucks? Not me, the hateful shitbag that walked in and started slinging racial slurs around a coffee joint.
She says she's suing Starbucks because Starbucks. She's the hospital. She's suing the hospital because the hospital enforced it, and then as this continues, on the notes that they put on the front of the thing. One of the notes in big bold letters says no African American nurses by request of blah blah blah.
Well, you know what? That's fine. But you know, if they hadn't
Yeah.
done that, the guy would have pulled his daughter out of that hospital, and the daughter would have died, and then they would have had a bigger lawsuit. It's like a lose-lose situation, man. You're supposed
Hold
to
on.
treat the-
There's like a couple things I'm curious about here. I mean, the patient didn't want it to happen, and the patient then would have sued if you forced somebody to take care of his child who he didn't want. But
Right.
to take it one step further, if I'm the nurse, right? Let's say I'm a nurse and somebody says no spics are on my baby.
Whoa.
They would do me the favor I'm like, fine. You don't want me to take care of your kid. I don't want to take care of your kid anyway. I'll just fucking go home. It's all great. Like, why would she even give a shit enough to make a big deal about it?
I don't know. Well, let's play a little bit more. You'll find out more.
She was in disbelief.
Attorney Julie Gafke is representing the nurse, Tanya Battle. She has been with Hurley Medical Center for 25 years. Court documents show the nurse was caring for the baby when the patient's father made the request. He didn't want any African-American nurses to take care of
And I'm sure that that's how he said it. I do not want any African-American nurses.
That's actually, and this isn't a joke, and they don't say it in these news stories because it's the news story. But I read it. You can find it online if you look. I read an actual transcript of what he said, and I swear to God, this is what he said. I swear to God,
he's a PC racist.
No, and this isn't a joke. He said, and I'm going to be better than you, Mersh. I'm not going to just blurt it out. But he said, I don't want any
niggers
nurses touching my baby.
It's okay if it's a South Park sound drop.
Yeah, because I didn't say it. Matt and Trey did. No.
Again, in theory, you're allowed to do it when you're playing a character.
You're right.
Or if you're pointing out how horrific it is. That's all I was doing. But yeah.
No, it's fine.
I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Negroes. So no
playing the character of Mersh.
I think we're all missing the point in this story, which is why are black people working in hospitals?
Yeah.
To begin with.
It's
unsanitary.
Okay, let's play.
That was horrible.
Let's play a little bit more.
Does he mention why he doesn't want black people around his kids?
Let me play more. Let's see.
I'd love to know his reasoning.
All right, let's see.
I'm sure he broke it down.
The suit claims she was discriminated against, and the hospital reassigned the nurse. When she returned for work the next shift, she found an alleged note. According to the lawsuit, it said no African-American nurse to take care of baby.
On the outside of the chart and visible for anybody to see.
People we spoke to couldn't believe it.
Wow, that's setting us back tremendously. If a baby was in desperate need of care, you wouldn't
Is that guy
really
black?
care who would.
Yeah, who was that guy?
At some point, the note was
Whose
removed.
team was that guy
It's
on?
Orlando Bloom.
That was complaining about setting the people back.
Let's back up, and how about we play Guess the Race? Because they ask a few people. So why don't we just play Guess the Race and see if you guys could guess, okay?
The next shift, she found an alleged note. According to the lawsuit, it said no African-American nurse to take care of baby.
On the outside of the chart and visible for anybody to see.
People we spoke to couldn't believe it.
Wow, that's setting us back tremendously.
Okay, who's that?
Well, he's
Black or
obviously
white?
black because he said setting us back.
Okay, you're right. He is. How about this gentleman?
But his tone in the beginning, he sounded a little bit like Dutch.
Well, I thought it was white because I thought it was saying that it was making white people look bad by saying that
It's a black guy, though.
he sounded white.
You want to know a sentence a white guy's never said, Marie? Setting us back.
You're right, because
Yeah, you're setting us
They've
back.
never been held back.
You're setting us back to that other golden age that we were in.
They wish they were being set back.
Seriously, bro, you're setting our people back all the way to the Renaissance, and I won't have it.
That's why I was confused.
Yes. Not even the Renaissance.
You mean that
dude.
place right next to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles where I can rent my TVs at?
You could go back to Vikings. White people have had it made. We used to rape and pillage. Well, not we. I guess I'm a spick.
Those
but
were the good old days.
Real white people. Anyway, let's play more.
If a baby was in desperate need of care, you wouldn't really care who would take care of him.
Are you want to guess? The people in the room know because they can see the video. That guy, black or white?
White?
Back it up a bit.
Couldn't believe it.
Wow, that's
That's
setting us
black.
back tremendously. If a baby was in desperate
guy.
need of care,
Oh, no,
you
black,
wouldn't
black.
really care.
Oh, trick
Sounds
question.
albino.
Trick
Hispanic.
question. Mexican.
Aw.
Trick question.
Who would take care of him?
Because what I didn't tell you guys, this interview took place in front of a Home Depot.
I don't mind a Mexican touching my baby. Them's hard workers.
They work really, really hard.
They'll probably
all
fix
the
my
time.
baby up twice as fast for half the price.
At some point, the note was removed.
money, no problems.
All right, Tone Loke.
The lawsuit states the hospital notified the patient's father. His request would no longer be granted. But Gafke says the practice continued.
Even though they claimed they weren't going to continue to follow that, they weren't going to discriminate, they continued to de facto discriminate against my client and the other African American nurses. When for about
Well, okay, fine, but if your nurse is going to have a black name like de facto, then she deserves to be discriminated against.
Wait, her name's de facto?
No, I'm kidding. But that does sound like
I was
that
like,
does sound like a
South
name.
when you're mayor de facto.
the next month, they
facto
never
tones.
assigned any African American nurses to that to care for that child.
Stop saying African American. It just takes too long. Just
First
say
off,
black.
you're not African American, all right? You're American. You're Black American. Stop with the African shit.
No, by the way, this attorney, this whatever she is talking, she looks like a dude, like wearing like a dude in drag. Like she's wearing so much clothes and a
Oh,
scarf
yeah,
and
look
a
at her.
jacket and a sweater.
You know what
and a
she looks
hoodie.
like?
Like how cold is it?
She
inside?
looks like
She doesn't want to get raped.
She looks
by
like
all
that
those-
on Tim and Eric when Eric plays a girl, like in the news
Yes.
team. That's who she. Look at that. Isn't that who she looks like? She really does. She's such an ugly bitch. All right, let's play more.
We reached out to Hurley Medical Center, but officials say they cannot comment on any pending legal matters.
Is her
Reporting
voice
live
getting
and
more
local
nasally?
in Flint, Liz Gilardi.
I hope she has a sinus
I
infection.
hate her voice.
Because if not, she has the worst voice in America. Absolutely horrible.
It's pretty bad.
Look, I understand, but I don't think you need to be suing the
I
hospital.
don't think you understand.
The hospital's like what Mercer was saying earlier. The hospital just wanted to get that one person out the fucking door, so
Language.
they never have to deal with them again.
That's such a ridiculous request. That's
Right.
the kind of person you're just not going to win with. So you're like, just keep the black people
But
away
let
from
me
this
tell you where the
room. Like, let's
hospital-
just get them out of here.
But let me tell you where the hospital's dumb as shit. Rather than putting the note, no blacks near this baby, why wouldn't they just say, the patient requested Sandy?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, exactly. Put a
something like
specific
that.
nurse. Put a specific nurse.
How dumb were they? It must have been an African American who thought to write that note. Because how dumb do you have to be to write that down? Like when you go to a restaurant and a server is just annoyed with the table, they don't say, hey, listen, this server fucking hates you, so I'm the new one. They say, oh, they're leaving, or hey, or I heard you requested me, or whatever. Why didn't they at least put a little bit of effort into it?
Nope.
Yeah, no, they're not going to do that because now they're going to get and they're going to win. You know they're going to win. I mean, absolutely, this nurse is going to win, and she's going to go back to her Jamaican family in the neighborhood she lives in, where all the windows have bars. Let's be honest, because that's where she lives.
What they should have done is found the next like Indian nurse. They're like, oh yeah, they requested Ramachandran.
Ramachandran.
Yeah.
It
or
sounds
who, like Mindy Project? Choose Mindy Project to do this thing?
That's the name of that girl from The Office. That little fat slob.
Yeah, I can't believe
whatever
her
her
show
name
is still on.
It's not. No, hold on. The show that I cannot believe it's on, and also I wish Dutch was on today, but he didn't have a power cord. Dutch made a rejoiner for New Girl or the Zoe Deschanel show. What is it called? New Girl or
The New Girl.
or the Quirky Girl Experience, or I have dirty feet all the time because I'm a hipster that lives next to a banjo for whatever reason. Whatever the show's called.
Or even though I'm cute, I probably smell.
Yeah. By the way, there's a Twitter account that says Zoe Ask Siri, and it's just a parody account of Zoe Deschanel asking Siri stuff, and it's the most horrendous things. Just horrible things.
You want to hear the New Girl intro?
No, don't. I don't want to hear it because it's not funny. Fine, go.
You brought
Fine,
it
let's hear it.
up.
Let's hear New Girl. Go ahead.
Definition is for chicks, man. All right, it's all about size. I mean, look at the mass on this bitch.
Stupid.
What's your calf situation like?
Calves? Want to see some ankle circles? Look at that. Some donkey raises? 1, 2.
No. Wheelbarrow.
What's a wheelbarrow?
Wheelbarrow. Every kid knows
Zoe
what a
Deschanel
wheelbarrow is.
in
Put
this
your
New
hands on
Girl
the
thing?
ground. Hands on the ground.
I don't even know what I'm listening to.
Hey,
I don't know either.
Turn them around.
There's another
Faster.
one. I don't know why.
I don't
that
know.
one's
I don't get
labeled
it.
New
It's
Girl.
not that good.
There's another one.
I'm
maybe
scared.
this has
Okay.
Zoe in it. He made 2.
Now,
It
what
just
I
sounds like I'm at
typically
the
do
gym
is I
and
start
there's
over
3
here,
kids next to me
and then
talking.
I move here.
Sorry.
Okay, stop. We've already proven it. It's a horrible show. I don't
just
want
from those 4
there's
words?
there is a new rule on this show.
Okay.
No new girl will be played on
No
any
condoms.
No
More
condoms.
New Girl?
No new condoms.
More New Girl, no
More
condoms.
New girl, no extra
fat chicks.
condoms everywhere. All right, brothers blow up house after winning lottery.
Wait,
Tell the big
before we get to that real
What?
quick,
Yeah.
before we get to that real quick, to just build some suspense.
Yeah.
The only thing I've been laughing at this entire story is the asshole who took over Guy Fieri's fucking.
Oh, we have it.
website.
Oh no, we have it. That's don't worry, we're getting to it.
Oh, I thought that would be quick. So okay,
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
don't.
We
I,
can do this.
I want to read the entire thing.
Yeah, it's really good, and I'm glad Mercer's here for this. Somebody
guys
took
are
over Guy.
fucking
Somebody got
genius.
somebody. You know what? Let's do it now
All
because
right,
we're
let's-
talking
yeah,
about
let's do it now, let's
Maureen,
do it
pull
now.
it up.
Sure.
Somebody took over Guy Fieri's website.
Oh,
Guy-
that's dope.
No. Let's back it up.
That's dope. That's
no
twisted.
one took over anything. Guy Fieri,
Guy
as
Fieri's
you guys,
restaurant.
right? As you recall, we talked about it before. Guy Fieri opened up a new restaurant in New York City's Times Square called Guy's American
Guy's
Kitchen
American Kitchen
and Bar. So he has a website called guysamerican.com.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the marketing team didn't bother to buy guysamericankitchenandbar.com.
No, they did not.
So someone else sweeped it up and decided to just make one page,
Right.
a one-page website that's kind of a mock menu of what they think that Guy's American Bar and Grill would have.
Right.
Would you like me to read? Maybe one of
God,
the-
more than breathing.
All right. So the first.
Okay, hold on. You got to put it in perspective because this is the exact menu. Obviously, they changed the items on the menu, but they took his exact menu because Guy Fieri's original menu was like a double donkey sausage. You know, it was all these fucking really cool just guy foods that
Like the
he tried to
hoedown,
name.
brodown.
Yeah, so
Don't say that, John.
So this guy's
John,
parody
I know.
menu is just a very exaggerated version.
John, I know you're joking, but just you joking makes me want to punch you. I hate the hoedown, bro. Go fuck yourself, Guy Fieri.
Yeah,
You
so
fucking
this
asshole.
is just so this is just a more exaggerated version of it. So yeah, Marie. So why don't you read me some of the appetizers we could choose from?
All right, so for $14.50, you could buy the Honky Tonky Double Barrel Meat Loaded Blast.
Okay.
The description,
John,
the description
before
of
you
which.
decide, John, I'll explain what it is. That is a Sammy Hagar lookalike pushes your face into a leather bag filled with oil. And if you eat the whole thing, you get to eat a 13-pound burger.
Local hospital facing a racial discrimination lawsuit tonight. A nurse at
Oh, sorry about that, guys. That was my fault. Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead. Can you
Yes.
what's in it again? Read that one again. I'm sorry. The description for that one again, if you don't mind.
Oh, for the Honky Tonky Double Barrel Meat Loaded Blast?
Yes, please, if you
Okay,
can.
that is a Sammy Hagar lookalike pushes your face into a leather bag filled with oil. And if you eat the whole thing, you get to eat a 13-pound burger.
Whoa.
Does that include the bag or just the oil?
No, that's extra.
I got to tell you, it's like I read the first one. I'm like, that's kind of funny. But as you go down, and like whoever wrote this is a genius.
Oh,
I've never laughed
absolutely.
so hard.
I'd like to go to one of the entrees if we could.
Sure, of course.
Wait, hold on. I just, Marie, can you just read me the appetizers for $49.95, please?
Absolutely. The Hobo Lobo Bordello Slam Jam appetizer.
That's not a real thing.
Let me paint a picture of what the Hobo Lobo Bordello Slam Jam appetizer
You have to understand,
is.
somebody took this over. Someone's making fun of his menu, Merch, just so you know. Go ahead.
We take 38 ounces of super saddened, cheese-gutted wolf meat, lambasted it with honey pickle wasabi, and pile drive it into an Ed Hardy design bucket.
Pile drive it.
Sprayed with Axe and finished with a demi-glaze of thick and funky mushroom dribblings.
The funniest part to me is sprayed with Axe.
It's sprayed with Axe.
For nearly $50, you could be eating that.
Oh, that's
That can't
fantastic.
taste good, though.
It's got to taste fantastic.
How do you know? You've never eaten Axe.
Yeah, you've never had Axe.
It's delicious.
I don't know. For some reason, the Ed Hardy design bucket is what got me.
Marie, can you please read us the title of the first entree?
Yes. Okay. For $22.95, you could have the Prufrocktoberfest.
That's not a word.
Mersh, let me explain what
You're
it is.
just going first.
Well, no, it's Prufrock
for $19.99.
Prufrocktoberfest.
$22.95.
There it is.
Oktoberfest, Mersh, and that is beer seasoned local meat with a poach and either glazed Marlboro Light slathered in Midwest hot rod style flavor juice.
What's flavor?
I love that even the fake menu names are pissing Mersh off. All right, the next one. The next.
It's just because you can't tell them apart. Like I understand you're doing a
Yeah.
bit, but it's like those are all real
No.
Guy Fieri
Okay.
things.
All right, Royce.
He's writing all of
we'll
these
go back
down.
and
He's
forth.
listening.
Which entree would you order from this menu?
Okay. I think I'm gonna, because I know Ryan likes when people order like this. I think I'm gonna do the Blitzmas Beast. That's
that's exactly what I would get.
That's two.
And the reason I get it, it's
Brah. That's two jumbo big gulp Slurpee cups filled with nacho cheese and tied to each other with 25 strips of bacon. Fashioned into a giant ball, shellacked with Slim Jim style au jus, and topped with a dollop of smoked kitchen leavings. It's only $26.50.
$28.50. No, I got one better for you. I got one better.
Look at this asshole with his. Look at his fire shirt. By the way, look at this fire flame shirt. Anyway.
I got one better.
Okay, go ahead.
I would totally order for $37.95 the Super Bowl Bash Bro Day.
A bro day. What's a bro day?
All right, I'll tell you what a bro day is.
Uh-huh.
It is a bidet for bros. So this meal will be...
I don't like this at all.
This meal is a bidet jammed to the brim with bubbling, overflowing Velveeta over a hidden layer of hamburger-fisted pig skins and a generous sprinkling of dirty South couch crumbs. The bidet is an MP3 player that plays Smash Mouth while you eat it. Serves one.
Okay, fine. Marie, if you're going with that, then I'm going to order the Panamania.
What is the Panamania, Ryan?
That is deep fried snake with a printed out picture of David Lee Roth stapled on it and a sparkler sticking out of each eye. Served with a side of Bud Light you have to wring out of a Hawaiian shirt.
Wait, a Hawaiian shirt or a Tommy Bahama shirt?
Dude, that one is so money. That meal
That
is
is money,
But
brah.
do you understand what's funny is this is it really is only one chromosome away from being actually Guy Fieri. Like there's no, it's just a retarded, it's so bad. It's making me mad.
Okay,
Marie, can you read the Captain Beef part? Because football the meal is obviously going to be the closer because it is my favorite one.
Yeah, we'll do football the meal last. But can I pick
absolutely.
one? Well, let me pick. 'Cause you just
You
picked
read,
one.
well, then you read Captain Beefheart.
Well, okay. If you're gonna do Ryan, if you're gonna do that one, I think I'm gonna do the Captain Beefheart.
Okay.
That's Kalima, a natural black Angus beef heart, slow cooked in a
Beefheart?
Yeah,
Ew.
slow cooked in a fiery sriracha honey wasabi barbecue sauce and set on a rotating Lazy Susan. Comes with 2 drumsticks of fried mozzarella so you can rock out American style at your table.
Drumsticks of fried mozzarella? That would be too flippy floppy. You could never rock out with drumsticks of mozzarella. That is true.
Brah. All right, Mersh. I will read to you football the meal.
Hold on, Mersh went to the restroom for a second. Before we get that, I really would like.
Okay, there's
hold
a
on,
side
can I pick
salad
one?
in order of fries.
Well,
the side salad is
guys,
my favorite.
Can I do guys' big balls?
Sure.
They're $26.95.
Absolutely, you can.
And as you can see, there's his signature items.
Oh, it is a signature.
It's a signature item.
It has his name next to it.
Guys' Big Balls is snuggle up to 2 4-pound rice-a-roni crusted mozzarella balls endangered with shaved lamb and pork and blasted with Guy's signature Cadillac cream sauce until dripping off the plate. Served with nestled inside a tempura pickle with a side of maximum well-done duck skin. Extra wet naps.
Cadillac cream sauce sounds like something that he's probably named before.
I'm sure it is. Extra
All
wet
right,
naps
Marie-
$3.50.
Marie, I'm going to be healthy, so I'm going to get a side salad.
What's
I'm
at
gonna
it?
order
By the way,
what's
for
in the side
anyone
salad?
just tuning in, we're reading a Guy's American Kitchen and Bar parody menu that they put up. Somebody got into his site
Because no
before
one
he did.
decided to bother, or no one bothered to buy this website.
No one got the
URL.
domain. Okay, what's the next one?
The side salad. It's called the Olive Garden.
Okay, this is
It's
healthy, right?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a side
22
salad.
pounds of wine-stunned Kalamata olives.
22 pounds of olives?
Just olives. Just Kalamata olives.
tumbled over chopped iceberg lettuce and served in a trough.
Family style.
Family style.
Ranch hose optional.
Hose optional, but recommended.
Okay, guys, but make sure if you do that, we get a side of fries for the table. They're natural cut fries and cooked to crispy golden perfection and shown absolutely no mercy.
Can I get it with the topping of Donkamole?
You could get it with toppings of Dunkamole, Thousand Island, or Doritos for $7.50. You could top your dope fries. And then at the bottom it says,
thank God. Hold on. Thank God Mersh is back.
Yes.
Mersh, you didn't want to miss this because my favorite entree at Guy's American Kitchen and Bar is football, the meal.
Football the meal, bro.
Football.
The meal.
All right.
Yes.
Ready? It is warm, broken hamburger served in a clear plastic bag, enclosed in a larger black trash bag, thrown at you from 40 yards.
What?
Why? That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic.
Why though?
And at the bottom of the menu, it says, "If you can eat here, you're a shark."
Which tells me that this guy must be a Futurama fan
Oh,
because that
God.
sounds like a Futurama quote.
Gutsy question.
You're a shark.
You're a shark.
Anyway, that was absolutely.
So there's the one pager that someone just made up a fake menu based off of the real Guys American Kitchen and Bar in New York City. But I like this menu
Put
better.
on my sunglasses. Wrong. All right. Brothers.
Dude, and also at the top, it's next to his little emblem of Guy's American Kitchen and Bar. It just says a real human being and a real hero, Guy Fieri.
I've actually been enjoying the fave icon image at the top of the browser. It's just a flapping American flag.
It's great. It's just, bro.
that little subtle touch
It's
is what
amazing.
makes it for me.
All right.
My favorite thing was the bidet is an MP3 player that plays Smash Mouth while you eat.
So
really
I was concerned that Guy Fieri was not aware that this site was out there. So I, of course, tweeted it to him earlier
Let
today.
him know we're talking about it.
I did, of course.
Let him know.
Everyone just
let him know, bro.
Make sure Guy Fieri knows that next time you want to open up a major
By the way,
restaurant in a major area, buy multiple URLs.
By the way, I believe Guy Fieri's Twitter handle is @DopeGangster69.
Moneyballs.
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 Moneyballs. That's a good one too. Both. Just
I hope
whatever.
I hope some marketing person got fired for not scooping up this one.
Just say Smith.
I mean, the real website was just guysamerican.com. You didn't even think that someone would put kitchen and bar at the end of it?
Well, that's amazing.
I don't know who wrote this, but this is nothing short of genius because it's not crazy out of the world, like, but it's just exaggerated enough to where you know it's fake, but it's close enough to something this asshole would actually do.
I was just really disappointed because I went to Guys American and I expected to see two really patriotic guys blowing each other.
But you're right. That's not the site.
Listen,
damn it.
That's guysamerican.org.
I know that we have a
Yeah.
lot of listeners in the New York City area. I would love for one of you guys to walk into the real restaurant with this menu and try to order from it.
Yeah, get one and laminate it and just walk in
Exactly.
there and be like, hey, what comes in the, and you just read the football
Just be like,
meal.
I got it from the website. You know, I like to look up my meals before I go in.
Bro, and record it and send it to us.
Please.
Warm broken hamburger served in a clear plastic bag, enclosed in a larger black trash bag,
Thrown
thrown
at you
from 40 yards.
All right.
By the way, I found the Twitter of the guy who actually made this website.
Who is it?
It's Brian Mitko, MYTKO.
Who the fuck's
I'll
he?
throw it up in
Can
the
you
chat.
tweet him right now with our number and tell him we're talking about your genius menu? Please call.
Oh my
I would
God.
love that. Talk to that man.
He is a wizard.
Exactly. Just what is it? I'm going to tweet him. Can
It's
we tweet
at
him from the
Brian.
More Like Radio?
It's at BRYANMYTKO. He only has 735 followers. How is that even? Wow. Well, he must be. Anyway, let's get him on. Somebody, we can get him. While we try to get him on, let's move on to this story. It's a quick one. Brothers blow up house after they win the lottery.
It held a big boom. It was real loud, you know. It was so, I never heard it like that before.
Mary Jewett shares a duplex with the man responsible for that explosion.
It shook my whole kitchen, and it shook my kid's bedroom.
Jewett says the blast was strong enough to shatter this bedroom window. Wichita police tell us it was a celebration gone bad.
So I heard screaming, so then I came to the front door, and smoke was coming out of the apartment over here.
Wichita police say two brothers bought some pot and meth after hitting a $75,000 lottery ticket. They were apparently filling butane torches to light.
What are you laughing at? What would you buy if you won? What would you buy?
They spend $75,000
Yeah,
on pot and
meth. Yeah. I'm sorry. How would you celebrate?
Yeah, seriously, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, Mr. Exciting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, not all of us live a fucking high lifestyle that you live. Let's play a little more.
Wichita police tell us it was a celebration gone bad.
So I heard screaming, so then I came to the front door,
No, it
and
wasn't a
they're
celebration
all
gone bad. It started bad when you bought $75,000 worth of meth. At no point was it good. Like, there was no turning point. You started in a shitty situation.
That actually does kind of sound fun, though.
It does a little bit. Let's play a little more here.
Smoke was coming out of the apartment over here.
Wichita police say two brothers bought some pot and meth after hitting a $75,000 lottery ticket. They were apparently filling butane torches to light their bongs when the furnace pilot light ignited the fumes.
Woo, that's nice to celebrate, but celebrate too hard. They celebrate too bad. That took care of that celebration real fast.
Jewett said,
You heard
Wait,
that.
How much meth did she borrow from them?
Borrow? All right.
Or was gifted.
You know those dudes felt like ballers too. They were just giving meth to their friends.
All right, let's play a little more.
As she's just lucky it wasn't more serious or someone in her family could have been hurt. Brian Heap, KWCH 12, Eyewitness News.
That's a quick story. So yeah, so you win the lottery, you go buy meth and pot, and you blow your house up, right?
I don't see.
Well, if it was me in Wichita, Kansas, on top of that, I would also get the premium wax service on my '87 Toyota Corolla.
Premium wax. That's not that. You know, let me tell you.
How about this? You won the lottery. Just go on a vacation. Why are you making meth? Why are you blowing things up?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go on vacation.
Look at Vacation Mersh over here.
Why do you need to make meth? You have money now.
Right.
Yeah,
See,
you
but
can buy Walter White.
See, this is a problem. He has $75,000. And if I've learned anything from the Bible, it's buy meth, you get high for a day. Buy meth making equipment with $75,000 and you feed a village.
Ah, yes, and you get high for 3 days and then die.
Yeah.
Blow up your house.
Yeah, you say, yeah, Ryan, because there's one thing that meth addicts are good at, moderation.
Yeah,
They're really good. You know what happens if they have unlimited meth? They smoke all of it and die. It's not. They're not going to be
immediately.
It's not going to be. All right, guys. We have enough in the house for 4 months. No problem.
That's probably why their house caught on fire. Because not only do they do it all at the same time, like they don't even do it back to back. They probably put all the meth in a bathtub and tried lighting the bathtub on fire.
Well, how do you do meth?
But didn't they also put butane in their bong water or something like that?
Those all sound like logical things to do.
I like Ryan's approach.
Yeah.
It's get your meth and get high for a day, or make meth and basically just blow your house up and get arrested.
Yeah.
So
it's very simple.
You should have just bought meth. Could have gotten high for a day. Not
Got greedy.
Yeah, seriously. Keep your eyes off the prize, I say.
Sorry.
I mean, you do have to marvel at the American ingenuity and dream that these boys had, but you know, sometimes you just gotta say someone else is doing it better than I am.
All right. Well, speaking of like of getting websites and hacking stuff, somebody hacked Burger King's Twitter account. Here, I have the story.
Oh, somebody
that's
hacked
awesome.
Burger King's Twitter account, and they had it their way. Hey, y'all, it's David Begnaud.
Oh, that was
Turn it
the
off. No,
worst
you know what?
show.
No, end the show. Just end.
Set up my Twitter.
I'm
Just
sorry.
end
What are you
the
upset
show.
about?
There's no way he said, and they had it their way.
They had it their
Actually,
way.
No, shut down more like radio.
Okay, let's play.
Let's open up a meth lab.
Let's try it again because
We're
they
done.
say timing is delivery. I mean, comedy is delivery.
Timing is delivery.
Timing is delivery.
Timing is
and
delivery,
delivery
bro.
is money.
Yeah.
And
Hold
money
on.
is meth.
Don't you worry about more like radio. Let me worry about blank.
And money is meth.
And money is meth, yo. Okay.
Uh-oh, somebody hacked Burger King's Twitter account, and they had it their way.
Ew.
Their way.
Ew. I don't want to be this anchor's friend anymore.
He's kind of funny.
No, it's not at all. Ew. Ew. Can you play that again? Ew.
Oh, Mersh, I would love to play it again.
Ew.
Uh-oh, somebody hacked Burger King's Twitter account, and they had it their way.
Oh,
Do you hear that giggle?
The line was so funny. He was laughing. He couldn't even get it out without.
He's trying to sell it with that little extra thing out of their way.
He was
Am I right?
stifling a hearty laugh.
He really was. He really was.
Oh, it's so funny.
All right, well, let's try to get through the story.
Get it, 'cause
Guys,
it's their slogan.
can we be
They have
professional?
the Santwitz of a dilemma.
I'm just surprised he didn't even do a Dane Cook reference. And the pickles.
Can we please give him a chance? It's just the first 5 seconds of the story.
Maybe it starts out slow.
Yeah, it
Maybe
gets good. It gets good. It gets good.
Hi, I'm Faux Hawk Stevens, and I'm here with your. I hate this guy.
That's Faux Hawk Stevens. All right.
Hacked Burger King's Twitter account, and they had it their way. Hey, y'all, it's David Begnaud, and this is Newsbreaker. It's all a little bizarre right now, but if you popped over to Burger King's Twitter account on Monday, you saw...
I don't have to pop over anywhere. I can navigate to the URL.
Yeah, no pop.
I don't.
Pop
I'm
over,
not
bro.
popping. What is popping?
Marie,
Bro.
Marie, commence popping.
Bro, it's the 90s. We don't have time to use full words.
For reals.
All a little bizarre right now, but if you popped over to Burger King's Twitter account on Monday, you saw McDonald's had the cover photo. I mean, what the? Really?
That's wacky.
What?
McDonald's,
wonder
that's
how they
Burger
hacked
King's
into it.
biggest competitor.
Guys, this is what
I
happens.
wonder if Burger King's password was Whopper sandwich.
Guys.
No, it's probably Whopper 1.
No, Ryan, it was BK123.
No, because now that they have to have 6 characters or more, it's BK123 question mark.
Guys, by the way, I apologize, but this is what happens with the new video setup. I have to use royalty-free stories, so I have to get these kooky weirdos. I can't get like ABC News. So let's play a little more.
McDonald's had the cover photo. I mean, what the? Really? This tweet popped up appearing to give credit for the attack to the hacktivist group Anonymous. The tweet read, "Everybody follow us at your Anon News."
And by the way, I hate Anonymous
#OpMadCap."
just as much for coming up with the term hacktivist.
Yeah, what's wrong, bro? There's some hacktivists. Big deal.
Why are you guys saying activists wrong?
That's so weird. Ryan likes when words are added together.
Why are you guys saying activists all weird?
Ryan,
I would rather order football than meal.
Let's play a little more.
Whoever's behind the attack blew up Burger King's Twitter account with all kinds of weirdness, like, "Shout out, you local iThugs," and "We caught one of our employees in the bathroom doing this."
And they have a picture.
What did he just say?
I don't know.
You want me to back up? No problem, Ryan. I got you.
Like, "Shout out, you local iThugs."
Shout out, you local iThugs. And the next one is a picture of a guy in a Burger King thing shooting heroin, and it says, "We caught one of our employees in the bathroom doing this."
And
then it says
It's
hashtag.
so childish.
It's just hashtag sold to McDonald's, hashtag failure Whopper, and it has somebody doing heroin.
And "We caught one of our employees in the bathroom doing this." And then they started retweeting a bunch of people who realized that the attack had happened, like Simon, who tweeted,
"Somebody needs to tell Burger King that Whopper123 isn't a secure password," is what this guy tweeted.
"Somebody needs to tell Burger King that Whopper123 isn't a secure password." But hey, get this. Since the hacking, Burger King gained up to 15,000 followers, and it was climbing. And we're just getting word.
Of course, people want to like tune
Yeah,
into the train
of
wreck.
course.
If somebody like, I have no interest in the AARP.
Right.
But if somebody hacked their Twitter account and was like, I bang babies and set them on fire and eat them, I'd be like, all right, I gotta start following AARP.
How is that different from the regular AARP?
I don't think they.
Oh,
do those things.
NAMBLA! I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I
AARP is the old
confused them.
people.
See,
who are the
here's
ones that
issue
fuck
with
kids?
these Here's the issue with these hacktivists.
Democrats?
They did a great job hacking.
Yeah, with the school
and being
systems, am I right?
activists.
Sorry, Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah, they did a good job hacking and getting their account, but you don't immediately start out with a guy doing heroin.
You do.
Because then it's going to end. You got to play along a little bit. You have to make it sound professional, like McDonald's bought you, and really fuck with people.
Well-
You don't start out with a syringe.
Well, when you're hacking someone else's account, I'm sure that person would probably be
That's like
aware
if
of
Paula
it.
Poundstone started out with her Pop-Tart joke. I'm not going to stick around. She already used the best.
Ryan, are you implying that Paula Poundstone is this generation's greatest comedian?
Well, I think she's great.
Ryan, I
Every generation's comedian.
appreciate your logic, but maybe their idea was, I don't know how much time I have with this account before I'm kicked out, so why don't I get out the things I wanted to get out now and see how long I can hold on to it?
By the way,
I don't think so. And speaking of Paula Poundstone, you know how confused her adopted children must be that there's a closet full of suits and no men in the house?
All right, real quick before we finish the Burger King thing, has anyone heard this stupid new McDonald's Fishy McBites commercial? I want to
the Fergalicious song about fish. Yeah,
here it is. I want
good.
By the way, according to recent McDonald's commercials, only black people and Hispanics eat at McDonald's. I don't get it anymore. I don't.
So they're correct.
No, there's a hipster wearing clear glasses.
All right, let's play it.
Oh, these are good.
Fishy, fishy. Fish, fish, McBite, McBite. Fish, fish, McBite, McBite. Fish, fish, McBite, McBite. Fishy, fishy.
Hold on, they're rapping.
So take a trip to Mickey D's and get your service.
Get hooked on me. You know what? Still better than Lil Wayne. How about that?
I wasn't in the mood, but now I really want some fish McBites for some reason.
So fuck them and their stupid song, because it's in my head all the time.
Because, I was really not a fan of fish sandwiches or fish sticks, but when you put it in a bite form, holy hell.
By the one thing you know about McDonald's is they're going to have the freshest fish. So, I mean,
have you not seen those commercials? Like they have I would assume they air them everywhere. There's a commercial. It's like 2 minutes long. The first minute and a half, it's like guys out in Alaska on a fisherman boat.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they're
I've seen
catching
that.
Super fresh fish. And then it's like, this is where McDonald's fish comes from. I don't deny that it comes from a body of water. It's what happens to it after you catch it.
It's true. I don't know anybody that buys fish from a fast food restaurant, but recently I've been seeing the stupid redheaded girl from Wendy's talking about codfish sandwiches, and you have the I don't know if you guys have it. The Carl's Jr. has
Carl's
the
Jr.
beautiful model on the beach that's
Eating the
going in.
fish? She's so hot.
I want to just. I'm like, forget the sandwich. I just want to eat her ass.
Yeah.
Why are there so many
Probably tastes
marketing
better than a
ploys
fish sandwich from Carl's Jr.
for people to eat fried or grilled
more
or
nutritious.
griddled fish from a fast food place?
Has less STDs.
And I'll tell you, and I know why. Isn't this around the time when that weird Jewish holiday comes up where they could only eat fish for a while? They can't eat meat?
Hanukkah?
Because I remember at Burger King, always around Easter time.
Kwanzaa?
Lent?
Huh?
Is it
I don't know
Lent?
what it is.
Is
Ramadan?
it Passover? Hotel
um,
Rwanda. That's a movie. Sorry. It does sound like one of their holidays, though.
Because I
Where's the
remember
one where
when
they
I
put-
worked at Burger King, always around Easter, we would sell like double fish patty sandwiches. We sold a shitload of fish.
Maybe it's some sort of Passover, Easter, Lenten.
Well, what's a holiday where our loving God killed all the firstborn of Egyptians that did nothing
Easter.
wrong?
Passover.
Passover. Okay, I think it's that. That's coming up. I think that's what it is, where they put the blood of the
How good's
lamb.
that fish song by McDonald's?
Oh, shut up. I fucking hate your face, Ryan.
Fisher.
Oh, no, I give John something else to do now. Great. All right, let's
Well,
play.
I know a lot of Catholics give up like red meat and stuff for Lent, so maybe it also has something to do
I
with
don't
that.
know. No one knows. It's like it's the same reason like during Super Bowl week, like McDonald's is selling the chicken tenders for like 5 cents because they have all those extra chicken because of all the wings.
You know what was funnier to me was Royce had this realization 2 weeks ago. He came home really sad, and he's like, Marie, guess what? My whole world is turned upside down. Why was your world turned upside down?
McDonald's no longer is selling the chicken selects. Like the nuggets are the crappy meat. The chicken selects are the real chicken, like breaded chicken meat. And they're gone now. They don't have it anymore. Instead, they have Fishy McBites replace number 10.
not
Just go to
even that.
Chick-fil-A. Their chicken's like
Yeah,
a trillion.
cool,
times
Ryan,
better.
but I don't have
Chick-fil-A.
$75,000 for Chick-fil-A.
Not even that. You had a secondary
Yeah.
concern, which is why your world turned upside down from Wendy's. Wendy's changed their
Oh,
menu.
fuck Wendy's, bro. I'm so glad this came up.
Wait, what happened?
Hold on, Ryan.
Wendy's is good.
Yeah, no, the food's fine. But Mersh, you were with me. Remember, for many years, you would go to Wendy's and the 5-piece nuggets were 99 cents?
Yeah, of course.
Years.
And so we're double stacks.
And now when you go to Wendy's, the 99 cents one's only 4 nuggets. If you want, and then they have a 6.
Yeah, they dick
That's
you.
$1.80. So there's no more 5-piece. They completely fucked us of our 99 cents.
But the bitch was
5-piece
trying to.
nugget.
The bitch
No
was.
one wants 4 nuggets.
The bitch was trying to sell it to us at
She
Wendy's
was.
like it was an upgrade. I'm like, fuck you, no, I'm getting same price. I'm getting
No,
4.
but you could get 2. You could get 2 of the 4 nugget ones, so you'll have 8 nuggets for about the same price.
But
no, we
11
won't.
cents more.
I'll have 8 nuggets for what used to be 10.
Yeah,
This is,
I can
no,
get
your
10,
math is
though.
terrible.
You don't get
Your
it.
math will never add up.
No, it's
There's
just.
no multiplying factor
I'm
that will
tired-
get you to a more nugget to
Yeah,
dollar
Mitch,
ratio.
I'm tired of your Congress math. It's not working.
Yeah, it's really not. No, but I
Go to a
dude,
grocery store and buy nuggets.
that
make 'em.
used to be the thing. That was like, dude, when you're poor and you're in high school, you would just go to Wendy's and $5 you get 5 full things on the menu. And now you can. What happened to the dollar menu? Thanks, Obamacare.
Dude, that happened like I know you said that as a joke, but I read an article today because of Obamacare. That is why all these cheap things are costing more money, because full-time employees technically work 30 hours a week and they have to pay their health care. So they are raising prices because of that.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I knew that was gonna.
But yeah, I would go to Wendy's and I would buy 5 double stacks, which are 5 double cheeseburgers for 99 cents each. I ordered 3 like 4 weeks ago, and it's the first time I've been to a Wendy's in like a while. And they're like $1.89 now. They straight up almost doubled that bitch.
They're
Like,
fucking.
fuck
They're
this
killing it,
noise.
man. I don't know. It's expensive. Even Taco Bell, man. Taco Bell used to be the cheapest place. Not anymore. I'm sick of their fucking designer tacos, and I hate the fact that they're releasing the Cool Ranch like it's the fucking new iPhone. There's like a countdown clock, and the new Cool Ranch.
The Cool Ranch Dorito logo,
yeah,
whatever.
They're launching it like it's a fucking the new iPad or Retina display.
You know what?
It's a
I'm
fucking taco. Hey, you can eat it right now. Get ground beef and some Cool Ranch tacos and make your own. Ooh.
Nah, bro, that's hard stuff. You can't
Actually, it would taste better than the grade F meat they use.
You cannot
I'm actually looking forward to it because I'm tired of gluing 2 Cooler Ranch nachos together and putting meat.
Why are
in
you
them.
using glue?
Well, how else are you going to make it into a U shape?
I don't know, cheese?
You use paste. It's edible.
Yeah, edible paste.
Yeah. Marie made me one the other day. I'm like, it's good, but you know what the problem with this taco is the glue.
Is the glue's doing it? You
can't
can't eat
it.
it like that. You got to boil it first.
You know what's been upsetting me about Taco Bell is I was a really big fan
The amount of Puerto Ricans who work there.
The Puerto Ricans that work there.
Well, I was always
You're not allowed to work at a Taco Bell unless 80% of your face is acne, apparently.
or stab wounds.
Or black.
Sorry, go ahead.
the grilled stuffed burritos. Every time I go and order my chicken grilled stuffed burrito, I get something different. Quit changing it.
No, the grilled
oh
stuffed
my God,
burritos.
That happened to my buddy Kyle. He went to Taco Bell and he ordered like 2 bean and cheese burritos, and they gave him like a raw fish head. Like it wasn't even close to what he asked for.
Yeah, the new burritos now they come
Like
with,
here's a fish and a blown out tire.
And by the way, if you use that stupid Hispanic woman from the Food Network chef again on your stupid commercials, like you have sautéed steak, like she went through
that
this.
one looking for the right steak.
The weird celebrity chef that no one knows.
Yeah, you know what would have said? This is steak for Taco Bell. It doesn't fucking matter. Stop pretending like they're using Ruth Chris fucking grade A steak in their fucking burritos.
Yeah,
it tastes like a burlap sack no matter what you put on it.
Isn't this the company that uses beef a lower grade than dog meat?
No, that was actually a myth. They said that I think it's only lower than hamster meat.
Oh, okay, good.
So that's
Well,
not.
yeah, it wasn't the quality. The problem was that in order to say that your product is beef, it has to be at least 40% beef, and it was like 38% beef, and the other 60.
Where's the beef?
filler.
No? Okay. Guys, coming up after the break, we have at 8:30, of course, the legendary WCW and ECW star Scotty Riggs will be on the show. He'll be
What?
yeah.
Interview from Hippojuice?
Yeah, out of nowhere. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, coming up after the break. And also that Amazon fires some neo-Nazis that were working for them.
Where are they going to work now?
Well, I will tell you soon.
I'm hiring.
Okay. The U.S. Postal Service, since they're bankrupt now, they're coming out with their own fashion line. USPS for rain, snow, sleet, or hail, whatever, is coming out. It is real.
What?
And if we have time, and if not, maybe next week because the interview might go long, but I do have what Walter Cronkite thought the 2001 home was going to look like. And let me tell you guys, spot on.
Dead on. I watched this with him. It's really accurate.
Accurate. All right, guys, let's go to break. Hit it, Marie.
More Like Radio!
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the No Name Show. My name is King.
I'm Slashley. Fuck your face.
Oh, I was trying to get this person to see my penis.
I want my asshole numbed if you're gonna be shoving some huge thing in it. Like.
Oh, what was I told her I beat her 3 times in Woods and Friends. I think that means I get to see your boobs.
Oh. If you wouldn't suck your own dick, why would you want?
Okay, let me phrase that. No, I'm surprised that there are any girls who actually do want to suck my dick.
The No Name Show, Mondays, 5 p.m., only on morelikeradio.com.
The Cousin Joe Show.
And I'm sitting in the chair. He did the barber cock touch.
What the fuck?
This is what it is.
Dude, where do you go to get your hair cut?
Listen to me.
Where are you going?
See how I'm sitting right now?
Yeah, I do.
Where are my elbows?
Outside the... Oh!
They always go around the side, and where the height of my elbow is always their dick. He reaches in, and his cock touches my elbow. And the thing is, like, I can't immediately jerk away because that looks like...
You know you touched it.
Right, I'm acknowledging a cock touch. So instead, I just leave it there and let him rub his dick on my elbow.
Dude! Did he go back and forth?
That's when you could tell.
Did he go back and forth ever, like, fast?
Not fast. I wonder if guys do play games or get the barber hard. Kind of wiggle their elbow.
Nobody does that, Joe. Nobody does that.
Well, weird faggots. Who knows?
You're fucking weird.
What are you saying?
Tune into the Cousin Joe Show live Thursday nights 7 to 10 on More Like Radio.
Do you have an unusual growth on your genitals? Did your significant other dump you? Lust and Love, where we might not be able to help you, but at least we'll get a good laugh at your expense.
Lust and Love, Mondays from 10 to midnight on morelikeradio.com.
Do you like video games? Are you a little antisocial? Well, listen to Antisocial Gamer Radio.
Tuesdays from 3 to 5 on morelikeradio.com.
Welcome to the Sully Show. We're totally insane. We've got the masses and folks who are really lame. We got Sully on the soundboard, Danielle is rocking too, and J.E.T. the redneck. We're all here for you on the Sully Show. Welcome to the Sully Show. Let's bring you to your knees, please.
I want to hear you snore. Join us on The Sully Show live every Sunday noon to 2 Eastern on morelikeradio.com.
Masters of None, a comedy podcast that doesn't suck.
Now live on morelikeradio.com, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Hey, what's up? It's Mike.
And Jay.
And Art. And we are the newest podcast on the More Like Radio network, Masters of None. Check us out. And I guess we have to tell you a little bit about what the show's about, right?
We're on Sunday nights from 9 p.m. till 10 p.m. Eastern, and you can check out all our old episodes on iTunes. And what we do is we pick a topic every week, and we kind of debate stuff and pop culture, and we have some special celebrity guests as well that Art usually books. Tell them, Art.
Yeah, we got Christopher Lloyd on the show. We had Chris Hardwick, Doug Stanhope, Bobcat Goldthwait. Check out mastersofnone.com to see all of our cool guests we interviewed.
And follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well at Masters of None.
We are the podcast that doesn't suck.
Except for Art.
Except for Mike.
Except for Art.
Dicks.
For more, check out Masters of None on iTunes, Twitter, and Facebook, and also at mastersofnone.com.
In 2002, two guys who drank all night and listened to Pantera met, and history was made. The Elvis and Alfred Show.
Two guys, they're drinking buddies at their favorite bar with plenty of alcohol.
Coming from you, recorded live at the Halfpenny Pub of Sayville.
The Elvis and Alfred Show, rock and roll and alcohol. MoreLikeRadio.com Thursdays from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
ElvisandAlfred.com 24/7.
Yarr!
MoreLikeRadio.com, where the talk just keeps on coming.
The Fifth Circle live Thursday nights from 10 to 12 proves that it is possible to be completely clueless about the blatantly obvious.
I'm not gay. Do you guys actually think I'm gay?
You are gay.
Dutch and I just 69 one day, and we both ended up with a staph infection.
You are gay. You are a homosexual.
Mersh is a faggot.
The opposite of straight. You're gay.
I hate you.
I know it. Your family knows it. Dogs know it.
I'd be an American hero if I sucked Ron Paul's dick.
Everyone seems to know it except you.
All I want is just a nice hard cock on my ass.
Then why is it that I'm not aware of it? It's called denial.
It's like, how could you be so pretty and so angry at the same time?
That's the Fifth Circle live Thursday nights from 10 to 12 on morelikeradio.com.
Fellas, are you looking to spice things up in the bedroom? Been fantasizing about surprising your lover with an adventurous new toy or adult movie? Well, here's an offer you won't be able to resist. Go to adamandeve.com, and for a limited time only, you'll get 50% off just about any item. But that's not all. Oh, no. When you select your one item at 50% off, you'll also receive 3 free adult DVDs for a little inspiration. Plus, a free extra gift so sensual, we can't mention it on the radio. And to top it all off, we'll even throw in free shipping on your entire order. And no, we're not teasing. So check out adamandeve.com today for this special offer. Get 50% off one item when you type DEAL48 for the offer code upon checkout. When you do, you'll get 3 free DVDs, a free extra gift, and free shipping. Just use offer code DEAL48 at adamandeve.com.
Take the edge off. MoreLikeRadio.com. It's like rap music you can understand.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
How does this place tickle your fancy?
Why are we here?
Because you are a power bottom.
He's a what?
A power bottom.
I'm not having this conversation. What do you want?
We can pick up the trash for half the price of the union. We want the city contract.
Look, there's no way you're going to undermine one of the biggest unions in the city. Moreover, both sides are incredibly close to an agreement. So.
Well, you see anything you like here? Maybe we can hook it up and change your mind.
May I please leave?
I don't get it. We take you to a titty bar and you say no to us. We bring you to this place with all these juicy dongs and you shut us down. What team are you playing for?
Hold on a second, Frank. I think I know what's going on here. This man has been realigned. He's a yesterday.
What's a yesterday?
A lot of men bounce around from label to label, never quite finding their proper gay home. My hunch is that this gentleman has gone from a twink to a twunk to a twank.
What's a twunk?
Twink and a hunk. A twink with muscles, but still hairless.
So smooth.
Oh, incredibly smooth. A twank, on the other hand. Twank is no good. That's a twink and a skank. Essentially a rag doll just being passed around from twink to twunk to bear to otter.
Wait a minute. What's an otter?
Subsection of bear. Still hairy, but where a bear generates his power through sheer mass alone, the otter generates his power through extraordinary quickness, cunning, and skill.
That is a lot to keep in your head to maintain a lifestyle.
It's very difficult to maintain the lifestyle of a twank versatile, because this often leads to a lot of self-hatred and denial, especially among the religious or political types. So they try and realign their sexual orientation through therapy.
So he's not gay anymore.
Yeah, that's a hotly debated topic, isn't it? I, for one, am of the belief that some things can't be thrown in the trash, Frank, and your sexuality is one of them.
I totally agree. Some cocks can't be unsucked.
So is it a case of forgetting or is it denying?
Neither. Still gay.
You still here? I thought you'd be gone by now.
I can't. You're pointing a gun at me.
Oh, I forgot. Well, I guess we'll be the ones to slink away. D?
Welcome back to the Hippojuice Show. The number is 954-573-2780 or 908-444-MLR1 for the Hispanic listeners. I'm just going to say the Hispanic line. I mean, if we call it a different line.
Can you do the numbers like in Spanish?
Sure, okay, here's what I'll do. If you want to call in, the English number is 954-573-2780 or 908 441 MLR1.
You're slipping, dude.
But dude, I don't have to be. I'm not around Spanish people
Royce
anymore.
is hanging around with too many white folks nowadays.
I really am. I really, really am.
That was sad. I'm sad for you.
It was. All right, we're back. Scotty Riggs is going to be coming up a little bit. WCW,
That was like
WCW
Ryan
star.
Spanish.
It's pretty bad. All right. Hopefully everyone's back and no one's lollygagging around. Mitch.
I'm here.
Good. Ryan.
Why do you yell at me?
I'm here. I'm just eating.
Okay, good. We have the
Not shocking.
Amazon, because you're fat. Amazon fired some neo-Nazis.
An investigative report on working conditions in an Amazon factory in Germany revealed poor living conditions, low pay, and even harsh intimidation by guards believed to be neo-Nazis. The findings were released in a 30-minute documentary called Delivered, Contract Workers at Amazon, and released by Germany's ARD broadcasting network. It features temp workers who travel from Eastern European countries like Spain and Poland for the Christmas holiday. The BBC reports the workers lived in cramped conditions, often shared with others, that were far from the Amazon factory. But the film also showed the workers being watched 24 hours a day by burly German guards. The guards worked for a company called Hess. They were caught on camera repeatedly searching the rooms and kitchen of the foreign workers.
The company that actually makes the little toy trucks.
Yeah, the Hess, yeah.
There's a subsidiary.
Anyway, let's see what these neo-Nazis did.
Guards. The guards worked for a company called Hess. They were caught on camera repeatedly searching the rooms and kitchen of the foreign workers. The Independent translated what one Spanish worker said. "They tell us they are the police here," she complained. Workers were allegedly frisked to check they had not walked away with breakfast rolls.
Well, to be fair, the cost of bread. And so what if Amazon has concentration camps? Who cares?
It's not the cost, it's the principle.
It is, absolutely.
You know what? And I know it sounds bad, but rules like this, like people don't do this unless there's reason for it. So there had these. It doesn't. Isn't it funny? No matter what fucking country you go to, you always have to translate the workers' Spanish.
Yeah, of course. Someone has to do the fucking work.
I mean, at some point in time, they were going in the kitchen and stealing food. Like they don't enforce these rules unless there's reason for it.
Well, why would they have neo-Nazis? There's more. Hold on.
But what would lead ARD to accuse the guards of being neo-Nazis? Actually, they cite quite a few reasons. The first thing highlighted in the documentary was that the guards wore Thor
says, I am
Steiner
a
jackets.
neo-Nazi.
Well, why would they wear a shirt that says
I was going
that?
to say the recent transactions on Amazon.
Mein Kampf digital edition. They have the audio one that's actually read by Hitler sound-alike.
Quite a few reasons. The first thing highlighted in the documentary was that the guards wore Thor Steiner jackets, clothing associated with members of Germany's extreme right, and
Wait, okay, can somebody pull up Thor Steiner's website, please?
I don't know, but that's a great name.
Yeah, no, he's brothers with Scott Steiner. They used to wrestle
He's
together
the
in the
biggest
Indies.
Steiner. He's actually bigger than Scott.
He's bigger than Scott. He actually
and uglier than Rick.
Has a humongous hammer that he walks around with. It's not like a god's hammer. It's just like an ice pick hammer.
Yeah, it's actually more brutal.
Right, he just kills people. But can someone, what's Thor Steiner? I'm just curious. By the way, for a neo-Nazi site, they have a really Jewish name.
I want to change my name to Thor Steiner.
But Steiner's a really Jewish name. That's like being called, yeah, we're the neo-Nazi band. We're called Thor Goldberg. Let's play a little more.
for that reason, no longer sold on Amazon. The name of the security company, Hess, also raised a few eyebrows. They claim it stands for Hensel European Security Services. However, in an odd coincidence, Hess is the last name of Hitler's deputy Rudolf Hess.
The reindeer?
Okay, that's bullshit because we have the gas company
I'm a real
Hess.
skeptic.
Yeah, he's a real skeptic.
I don't believe you.
Oh, God. Jesse, I locked the doors and changed the code.
I get in every time.
Yeah, I see that.
I don't play games.
Is Oliver Stone's son picking our lock?
I'm wild-eyed and I'm half-bald. I'm losing my mind.
So why is this just now being reported? And
Because it's not in America, so it doesn't matter? How about that? Or it's not in America or the UK, so it doesn't matter.
See, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard because that was Hitler's whatever fucking dog's friend's name.
Yeah.
But we have another company called Hess. How come no one ever questioned
I've
them?
never heard of it. What is it? What do they do?
They do these. They make these cute trucks.
Okay, cool.
That kids get in Christmas time that are way overpriced.
Oh, so $40 for a plastic truck is too much?
And they used to be really original in the 80s, but then we realized they were just recycling the same 5 designs.
All right, let's play a little more.
why have
See,
none of the
another thing that tipped him off was one of the people who worked there was Mike, and Hitler bought bread from a guy named Mike.
He did. One
true.
time.
Good fucking groundbreaking.
You know, that's. I mean, I don't know how more straight you can draw a line to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. He wasn't even trying to hide it.
That's damning evidence.
He wasn't trying to hide it. All right, let's play.
Quote, everybody that worked there spoke German like the Nazis.
Let's play a little more.
The language
come
that they
forward
invented, apparently.
Or one reporter for ARD explains that many of them go through harsh conditions because they don't have much of a choice. All is not told in their recruitment in their home countries, and because their home
By the
situation
way,
is so bad.
did you guys
in
pull
spite
up
of
this website, Thorsteiner?
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been looking through it, yeah.
Dude, it is just the Nordic Eddie Bauer is all it is.
Well,
it's
look-
really, really nice.
Yeah, Marie just posted
Nice
a picture.
clothes.
Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. There is some nice. There's some like the hoodie that Mitch that you posted. That hoodie's not. I would wear that
It looks
hoodie.
like a nice. It looks like a
Doesn't
nice
it?
jacket.
Look at the. Sorry, the jacket. It's. I wear that jacket. It's in. Look in the chat room. It's a nice
Dude,
looking
all
jacket.
their
Pretty
clothes is
sexy.
nice.
Yeah, dude. I might have a new company I like here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I could
Okay,
totally
Mitch,
get behind these guys.
Do me a favor. Write a letter to Thorsteiner, see if they want to sponsor our show.
Yes, please do that.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be right on that.
And just put
If
a lot-
this- If these allegations are true, they'll be on us like
Yeah.
shit.
I'll tell you right now, they're good people.
All right, Jesse.
They're
can
good guys. Thor Steiner, he's a freedom fighter.
you- Is he really? Really, he's a freedom fighter.
everything they earn relatively good money here to
Well, he
fund
got in
their
a fight on the freedom of the seas.
He did.
so
He
it's
did.
close.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Technically a freedom
He was
fighter.
drunk.
families. Amazon did not
He was
directly hire
floating around international waters getting cuffed going, I thought this was America.
This is America.
I thought this was America. No, it's actually St. Thomas, sir. You have to stop. Stop writing.
because their home situation is so bad in spite of everything they earn relatively good money here to fund their families. Amazon did not directly hire Hess. Rather, the company was under contract to an employment agency. In an email to the Associated Press, Amazon D commented on the allegations
He's nuts.
of abusive working conditions, saying, Amazon tolerates no discrimination or intimidation. We are
That's right. They don't get intimidated. They get angry.
I don't get
it. I don't get intimidated. I get angry.
currently reviewing the allegation made by the editors about the behavior of the security staff and will immediately take appropriate measures. Hess Security has not made any official comments on the allegation. For Newsy, I'm Jasmine.
And she said, Hess's comment was down with the Jews, and also we have a summer special. So if you want to get in on that,
Oddly enough, he also added "bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks," which you wouldn't usually hear from white supremacists.
yeah,
Very unusual.
You don't, but he's still also a big Snoop
He
Dogg
doesn't
fan.
play, bro.
Yeah, he really
OBC for life.
OBC for life. All right, this old man lost his job
He
because
played too.
I thought the same
my
thing. I'm
slap-
glad I'm not the only one.
Well, how
whose
about this?
Stupid head went that way.
I'll sing the title like that. This old man, he got 10 for slapping a baby on a plane.
Oh boy.
Let's play it.
Oh boy.
A man is out of a job and facing federal charges this morning for smacking a child during a flight. 60-year-old Joe Ricky Hundley is accused of using a racial slur and then slapping 19-month-old Jonah, the toddler, and his mother.
Lately.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but let's put it here.
It's Obamacare. It's making us all on edge, and we're just acting out violently.
So much racism
I don't
going
know.
on this
I don't know
week.
what the racism is, what the racist thing was, but the mom's white and the father's black, so I'm sure it wasn't nice.
No.
It was probably mulatto.
I'm sure it had
mulatto
I'm
mess
sure
up.
it was something lover and not good
Yeah.
stuff thrown
Okay, let's
around.
play it.
Is accused of using a racial slur and then slapping 19-month-old Jonah. The toddler and his mother were on a Delta flight.
Like a in his fucking bitch face.
Punk bitch.
The old man was quoted as saying, "I keep my pimp hand strong."
Like that, baby, you fucking punk.
You fucking teething piece of shit.
Come at me, bro.
Fuck you, baby.
You teething piece of
You
shit.
teething piece of fucking shit. You baby
The old man then
motherfucker.
told the baby, "You're not even on my level. I'm gonna let my little homies ride in you."
He did say that. He did say that.
Baby was all like, this air pressure is hurting my ears.
He called him a bitch-made ass nigga. It's not
Slapping
cool.
19-month-old Jonah. The toddler and his mother were on a Delta flight from Minneapolis to Atlanta when the incident happened. Jonah's mother
That's your
says
first problem. You're on Delta.
Both of them.
Last I recall, everybody got slapped in the face while boarding a Delta plane. I thought it was just tradition.
man next to her on the plane was
you were in
drinking.
Minneapolis. You got on a Delta plane and you came to Georgia. Like everything about that just sucked. You should be lucky to get slapped.
By the way, real quick, right? Me and Mersh today met the mayor of Okie.
Mersh and I.
Mersh and I. Were and I. The mayor of Okie here, which is a city just outside of Orlando. But
Who's the sweetest, funniest old man
gave
ever?
He gave us a business card. It's not on me. He gave us a business card. It was just a picture of. He was an old man. A picture of him next to a fountain, and it
Picture
said,
of him naked.
It said, "Mayor of Okie, get out of jail free card." In parentheses, sometimes. It's very funny. This old racist man, I was like, yeah, we moved up for Fort Lauderdale. He goes, are there any Americans left down there? I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, we just met you. But I'm voting
And
for
also
you.
no.
And I'm voting for you. Sorry, let's finish the story.
The incident happened. Jonah's mother says the man next to her on the plane was drinking during the flight and constantly complaining about little Jonah. When the plane began its descent, Jonah's mother says he started crying, and that's when Hundley lashed out.
Look at this guy. Tell me this guy doesn't beat babies all the time.
He looks like he eats babies.
I don't know why Bob Backlund is hitting babies, but he fucking needs.
And his name
to
is Hundley?
He fucking needs to stop. Bob Backlund fucking needs to stop. I don't fucking care, bro.
At both of them. Jonah's mother says Hundley used a racial slur and slapped her child near the eye, causing him to bleed.
Slapped him near the eye, causing him to bleed. So far, so good.
And cry louder.
Old people suck. You know, he told the story when I was 2 years old. I was working a farm and had 3 kids, or some boring story no one cares to hear about with your white shirt.
The mother was quoted as saying, "This is the 3rd worst Delta flight I've ever been on."
Her child
And
near
I've
the
only
eye.
been on 2 Delta flights. What's the age? Like, at what age do you reach the point where you always have to tuck your shirt into slacks, no matter what type of shirt it is or where you're going?
I want to say,
or regardless of your shoes, it doesn't matter if you're rocking like Asics. Like,
by the way, regardless of your shoes, new band name. All right, let's play the rest.
Causing him to bleed and cry louder.
I could not believe that he would say something like that and to a baby or about a baby, and then to hit him with
upwards inflection in every sentence that I end. I'd rather have her be monotone. I'd rather have her talk like Mace.
Maybe he missed.
Mace.
Maybe he was aiming for the
Come
mother.
if you want to, if you want to.
Hey, man, look at me. I sniff and paint and glue.
By the way, Ryan, I brought that up yesterday. I'm sick. I don't know what this fucking new Harlem Shake is, but the only one I believe in is the one Puffy and Mace did. and that's it. This new Harlem Shake bullshit is horrible. It's not the one
Dude,
I'm
I
used
don't know
to.
how it started, but it's the craziest fucking thing in the world.
I hear that there's a Harlem Shake video that's going to happen in Orlando.
Oh,
soon.
is it good? I hope they all die.
We should all go.
I'm gonna do a Christian version of the Harlem Shake.
Oh God, that's right. He's a fucking pastor now.
Jesus, baby.
Jesus. Let's play this. Let's play
Jesus
this.
world.
It's just I felt like I was in another world. I was shaking.
Jessica says other passengers came to her aid, and the two were given a new seat.
No, most passengers wish she got AIDS, is what they said. Misunderstood.
Hundley is now facing federal assault charges. If he's found guilty, he could
Federal
get up to a year in
assault
prison.
charges? Was the baby an FBI agent?
No.
What is
The baby was the Sky Marshal.
Do not be ridiculous.
Why would the baby have a gun?
Do
His
not.
name is Jack Dempsey.
Do
FBI.
not.
Should barely be on planes.
The baby's
much less
name
armed.
was Jonas Bauer. He's undercover for President Palmer, and he's fucking things up, yo. He's in the sky. Look at that, bro. It's a train killer. It's a fucking train killer.
It's federal assault for hitting a baby.
That train killer is making spit bubbles.
Well, I don't fucking care, bro. That baby right here, train killer.
You know what? If hitting a child is a federal offense, my mother should have been locked up in 80X Supermax.
I think it's okay as you're hitting your own child, but not a stranger's child.
My mom should be locked in prison between the blind sheik and Bernie Madoff.
Okay. All right, guys, we're
You
gonna.
mean she should be in the prison where they had to put Magneto?
It's a plastic prison, and I'm only in 4 scenes in this movie, and I get paid more than you.
This is great,
I'm
though.
Magneto.
I get to go blow my young boyfriend when I'm done in my trailer.
It's the same thing with Lord of the Rings. I got to do most of this movie in front of a green screen. We did this part in Burbank.
You shall not pass my dick in your balls.
You shall not pass, especially on the 404 at this time of day.
Because I'm not
Yeah,
going to New
Elijah
Zealand.
Wood's going to 40 different countries, and this guy's filming 2 miles away from a Del Taco.
Do you ever think actors are like wanting to work from home where they just have their own green screen?
A lot of them do. A lot of, especially like the voiceover
Voice
guys,
actors.
they have their own voice studios. And they
No,
just
but I
get
mean
scripts and
actors.
No, I don't think they've gotten that bad.
Like they just hire their own camera guy and green screen and just film whatever they're going to do and
We're
send
going
it in.
to do this at my apartment in Malibu.
No, we can't. This is an X-Men
I'm
movie.
tanning today.
It's an X-Men movie. You can't film it in your apartment.
Have you seen my apartment?
All right, just have Halle Berry come here.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
What?
You know
She's
what happened?
already upstairs.
Bro, by the way, best line in movie history. What happens to a frog when it gets struck by lightning? You ruin a franchise.
Same thing that
That's
happens
what
everything
happens.
else.
You ruin a franchise. By the way, Halle Berry, way to ruin 2 of my favorite franchises: X-Men and then also Catwoman.
Swordfish.
And
Oh,
Swordfish.
sorry. I jumped the gun.
The Swordfish Chronicles. And by the way, have you seen that WWE Films is coming out with this new movie with Halle Berry as a phone operator?
They're trying to be serious now.
It's like, and by the way, have you noticed
And
that
her stupid hair. Did you see her stupid hair? Her hair is
it's fucking
stupid.
horrendous.
Yeah, hey, WWE Films, stop trying to remake fucking Aaron Brockovich, okay?
Yeah.
Just stick to what you do.
Pay that man's money.
I love how Hollywood tries to plane up a beautiful woman by just putting on the dumbest hair imaginable.
Yeah, it's just
It's
fucking.
like, just
horrendous.
let her be pretty. She's pretty. Just let her be pretty.
You can't pretty. Like, I'm sorry, I've woken up next to pretty girls where you're like, wow, this girl can't get ugly. Like, there's just no,
Yeah.
where they just should look horrible. It's just that you can't do it. Just leave it alone. Just get an ugly girl.
Yeah, but the WWE movie, they don't want even people to know because it's a quick flash that it's WWE film. Not like the
Yeah,
other
I saw
films
that.
that they advertise. It's just a quick flash of doing that. Which
Oh, you mean the movie they're making, Taken, without Liam Neeson?
Oh yeah, what's it called?
Snitch?
Yeah, Snitch. Or what? No, it's called.
No, not Snitch. Snitch is the one with The Rock. There's the one with the girl gets taken, and Halle Berry tells her.
That's the
"Quick,
one I'm talking
punch out
about, the
light
cop
at the
one.
back of that Honda Civic.
Yeah,
No,
that's
they're
the
gonna,
one.
They're going to replace him with Lou Goss like they did
Yeah.
with Jason Statham in Death Race. It's always Lou Goss. That guy just keeps popping.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
She has in this movie what I like to call the natural haircut. She just has the asterisk.
She
from
looks
Fringe.
She looks like she works for the TSA.
No, that's
Yeah.
not even natural hair. That's like slightly relaxed black hair.
Relaxed black hair. Got it. Okay. Well, I think if now's a good time of any to get superstar Scott Riggs on the phone, Marie. You want to do that?
Okay.
Scotty motherfucking Riggs.
Scotty motherfucking Riggs. We're gonna get him on right now, Marie. Are we calling or what? Good.
I like how you just put on a spot call. Are you calling? Are you doing
is
it
it
now?
Now. See, it's ringing. That's how you know that we're calling
Yeah,
him.
that's how we know.
Because Skype has to pretend like it's like a phone.
It's a phone.
Hello?
Hello, Scotty Riggs.
Yes.
How you doing, my man? It's Mersh from More Like Radio, Hippojuice. We got Royce and
Hello.
Marie, the whole crew on the air. What's up, man?
Just going crazy, my friend. How about you cats?
Oh, it's cool, man.
Where's Marie? Is Marie there?
I'm here.
All right. Gotta have the give you a shout. Like, I got your name right. I was like, wow, they have a chick on there.
But yeah,
Cool.
believe it or not, she's not even half ugly. I mean, she's at least a 7. No offense, Marie. She's
None
at least
taken.
a 7.
Wow.
Yeah,
not
but
bad.
you know,
That'd
we
actually make her probably in the Fox book. That'd probably make her a good strong 9.
Yeah, she's a 7 in Florida, so in Philadelphia, she's a 12. So just so you know how hot she is.
Well, Philly is a rough crowd, so she's got to be strong to get that kind of reaction.
yeah, she's surrounded by horrible people, so she's held up pretty well over
we're
the years.
sitting here putting over Marie.
Yeah,
That's,
she is.
That's classic. It's a great way to start the show off.
I'm telling you, that's the way we do
We
it.
start an interview off by putting over one of our own. I don't know how we ended up coming to
I
that.
love that though.
There's a-
It left like a mouse eating cheese.
There's a lot of heat backstage with Marie and the other guys. There's a lot of real heat back there. So we're just setting it straight.
I'm planning on a heel turn later.
The only other cool chick I've met, even on Twitter, is a girl named Heidi Fang. She writes for Fight Corner. She does a lot of MMA stuff.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Very few girls that I know that love MMA, and she's a 49er fan.
Oh, wow.
So-
Well, that's...
Yeah.
Well, I'm
exactly.
not a Niner fan. I'm a
So-
Steeler fan, but I did do some MMA in my day.
Oh, very good. I'm a Cowboys fan, so piss off.
Actually, no, she's
Hey,
not.
fuck you.
She's not. I'm not kidding though. She actually has. There was.
Steelers, and that's her. That's mortal enemy.
It's true. We are.
So I have.
Super 30.
I have a question for you because I have what do you call it? Big T was originally supposed to do this for Hooter and Greenway tonight, and they're having well, you know, their own issues. So Big
Technical
T,
difficulties.
yeah, technical difficulties. Drinka.
Guys,
So
maybe
we'll-
you watch.
we're having technical difficulties with them. So he wanted me to conduct this tonight and kind of just have a chat with you on the air. We have a lot of people that were excited about this. He wanted me to ask you like right off the bat, who trained you originally before you got I know you were in the Indies, you did Smoky Mountain, you did a bunch of the Indies before at 95 you went to WCW, but who was your original how did you get into this business?
Short. I played college football at West Georgia, it's a Division II school right outside Atlanta and Carrollton. And some guys, I used to have Road Warrior posters up on my walls because they were badasses back then in the 80s. And went to a show with some guys who played ball with. It was a little just rinky-dink place and in Bowden, Georgia. I mean, but they had a building. They ran it today every other week. It had a ring up in it all the time. The guy who was actually running the show, his name is Ted Allen. He passed away a couple of years ago. I think it's 3 years now. And he wrestled as a Nightmare and was all over Continental and a lot of the territories back in the 70s and 80s. And he actually trained Arn Anderson, Big Boss Man.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Ranger Ross, Tracy Smothers, broke Randy Anderson, the referee, into the business, and just had a lot of influence on guys and influence now. So Ted's actually got a great legacy that's living with him and through him, and even in his memory now. And so he just saw me. Here was this 22-year-old kid, about 215 pounds, just done playing college ball, and just had just good athletic ability. And wrestling came naturally to me from that, and plus I've been a fan of it since I was 8 years old. My dad started me going to the matches probably, I was about 8, and we used to go to Savannah Civic Center, probably around 77, 78, somewhere around that range. And they came every other week with Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. So I kind of broke my teeth on the Ricky Steamboat, Blackjack Mulligan, the Anderson brothers, Paul Jones, Ric Flair era.
Yeah, and all the Wyndhams and
Yeah.
Ric Flairs and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm actually curious. Now, where did you come up originally? Where are you from originally?
My parents are from Pennsylvania, so I have northern blood in me. But I was born and raised in Georgia.
Oh yeah, so you saw a ton of shows coming up. You probably saw like some awesome wrestling shows that nobody will ever get to see. You know what I mean?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I mean, Dino Bravo, like I said, the Andersons, Tim Woods, Mr. Wrestling. I grew up on the NWA, which was great wrestling. Then once a month, the USA Network, which is Madison Square Garden channel or something like that, and I get to see WWF, or I say WWF.
Yeah, the three
W's.
W's.
The three W's. That will be broadcast at Square Garden. So being a guy, I grew up on wrestling, sports entertainment.
Yeah, and that's back cool. That was back too when it was just all like territories and there was a lot of different weirdness going on. And guys would but and it's kind of lost that I guess with cable because cable just sort of everybody watches the same crap as opposed to you'd be able to.
WTOC in Savannah used to have the Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling on it. TBS is putting Georgia Championship Wrestling over. So next Saturday, like 11 o'clock, be sitting down, watching, Middle Atlantic Championship Wrestling. 6 to 8 be on TBS with Georgia Championship Wrestling. And then on Sunday afternoons at 3, another syndicated show would come on. I can't remember what it would be, but offhand. But yeah, I grew up every weekend. It was wrestling once a month. And that's starting to get what WWF was.
So you went into WCW in '95, and then they just instantly teamed you immediately with Buff Bagwell, pretty much, right? Like
actually, I started in '92 with the independence and everything with Ted training me. I trained for about 8 weeks with Ted. Had my first match in '92, and by '93 I had moved. Middle of '93, I moved to Atlanta and started working at the Main Event, and actually started doing TVs and house shows with WCW, thanks to meeting Dallas Page at Main Event Fitness, which was Sting X's gym.
Is he like, apparently, according to everybody, he's like the nicest guy in the world. Like
I've heard that too. I heard
you're not the first
dude.
person to bring him up in a positive light. He just seems to be a dude who wants to do well by
Page
people.
was a pain in the ass back then because I was a youngster and he was an older cat, and I would have to come pick him up and take him to train and all this other gaga. But the thing was, I reaped a lot of benefits from it. Page was always grumpy in the mornings. I had to, coddle him. But, I got to train with Jake Roberts and Steve Regal and Brad Armstrong and a lot of these guys in Marietta because a friend of mine had a karate school and had a ring set up in the back of the karate school. It was a wrestling ring because he ran shows also. And so instead of having to go down to Jonesboro where the power plant was, we'd go there and train. And so that's how I first met Jake. And then Jake took me on some independence with him and down to Mexico with him to work for AAA a little bit. And I basically got a lot of my feet wet just due to some great guys who just saw potential in me.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I got blessed. I won't ever argue about it.
Who was? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah. The question I have is I know you worked for a long time in WCW and also in ECW, and normally we've had a few people on here, wrestlers. We've talked to Foley and Mike Mondo, and the question we always ask people that have worked in all the organizations is, would you consider yourself more if you could pick one company right now, go back in the past and go for it, are you more of a Heyman guy or a Bischoff guy? Because I know you've worked in both.
I'm a Heyman guy.
Yeah, yeah, I figured.
Nice.
I had to ask.
It's the right answer on this show.
Because I like Eric because he gave me a guaranteed. It took me a year and a half to actually get it. A 3-year deal out of him that paid me a nice 6-figure salary, and that was about the only thing I got out of Eric.
That's the one thing I've heard it, and
WCW paid.
whenever we interview wrestlers, they complain about Bischoff, they complain about Russo, but they've always said the one thing WCW
I didn't
had.
work for Russo long.
Right.
Thank God that was a break because I saw everything in that company and he killed it.
But that's one thing they've always said. WCW.
Working for Eric, I really didn't work for Eric. Kevin Sullivan was the guy who.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan.
Okay.
When I became Nick Bagwell's partner.
I gotcha.
So I basically worked more with Kevin and Terry Taylor, who were more the booking guys, giving finishes and putting things together and stuff like that. And Eric, because Eric was running around doing his own thing at the NWO and that stuff. I mean, I never saw Eric. So, like I said, the only time I saw him was The only big time I saw him was he came up to me at catering one day, and I've been working for the company for about 3 months without a contract. And so that's basically a 90-day period where I could go and leave if I wanted to.
Right.
And there was an internet rumor that was going up to be a part of their cruiserweight division.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have to lose about 15 pounds to even try to do that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, because you were a big. I mean, you've always been a big dude. Yeah.
Well, I was on 235, but cruiserweights are usually on the 215. We did I still remember clear as a bell that we did a battle royal. It was all the cruiserweights, and I got stuck in WCW, and I was kind of like going, this don't fit. And Jericho was calling me the Andre the Giant. I mean, I looked huge in that thing. I mean, it was incredible. And I still remember I was wearing white tights and everything. It goes like, I'm like, dude, I have no idea.
That's hilarious.
It got me tonight.
Now, who was Big T? I know you were talking to Big T for a couple of days. I know he's been stalking you. What is he wanted me to ask you, like, the initial idea of, like, the American males? Like, who came up with that? Was that the Sullivan thing? Was that because I know it was the early Portuguese?
It was a mixture of it was Kevin Sullivan's idea to put me and Marcus together. Marcus has always been a part of somebody else's gimmick. It was with Too Cold in the dance. With Patriot, he was Sergeant Stripes. Him and Alex Wright tried to do some, Germany USA coalition thing, which was a big fart in church.
Oh my God! Like the more you point it out, the more I'm thinking about it. He's right. Every gimmick that Buff Bagwell did was the other dude's thing, and he was the partner. I'm sorry. Just funny. I'm laughing because you kind of, as you saying it, you're now I'm putting it together in my head. You're right. Like he always had the gimmick of the guy he was with, so it's kind of funny.
Yeah, big time. I mean, he didn't have his own music. He came out with Scorpios, the Patriots. I don't know what him and Alex had. But when they put me and Marcus together, the first thing Kevin Sullivan saw was 70s, 80s, mentality of a white, pure, white bread babyface tag team, of like the Fantastics, Rockwell Express. So we had a double up kick at the finish. That was his idea.
Wow, yeah.
70s tag team. Steve Kern and who's the cat? Stan Lane, the fabulous ones.
Right.
And Jimmy Hart produced the song for us, American Males, which everyone knows. American Males, American Males, American Males, da-da-da-da-da-da, until you puke.
Just ad nauseum.
But the thing was, Marcus never had anything to identify his own or his own tag team. And first time we heard the song, it was like, wow. And we were sitting there, and Jimmy Hart goes, here's the Devo thing. And he goes, American Males.
That's pretty easy.
Dropped to each other like, oh, shit. And they kind of looked at Jimmy, and then they went, when you see him come, and we went, oh, that's the Savior. And they went, American Males for 20,000 times, and we were like, oh, this is the shit, but at least it's ours. We'll be cheesy, and we'll make it work.
You guys made it your own. I mean, look.
We just made it a cheese factory.
I'll say WCW was a place where I grew up watching WCW. I was an ECW kid mostly, but WCW was kind of my thing too. And I noticed that WCW, they would have some really dedicated performers for some gimmicks that normally would never work. Like you look at a guy like Disco Inferno, that guy lasted longer than WCW did as Disco Inferno.
We actually started in North Georgia wrestling, the same place that Mark started actually when it was, I think it was Global, and then he went to, I think it was North Georgia when he was still wrestled there. But he came up with that Disco Inferno thing for the few months that he was in USWA when he was there with Scott Levy before Scotty became Raven. And that's where he came up with the Disco Inferno thing because nobody else was doing it. He wanted to be cheesy, he wanted to be stupid, which was normally what he was. I mean, he was an idiot.
But it worked for him. That gimmick worked for him.
That whole thing was a reflection of him. How moronic he was.
Yeah,
and that's what got it over because he didn't mind being the Santino Marella.
That's funny. That's
pretty much all entertainment. He didn't want to be seen as a good wrestler, even though he could work. he wanted to be the entertainment factor.
Yeah, it's not gonna be super serious like the new Fandango character, right?
But he got heat, man. Like he got heat. Like I remember people. He would come out and people would go like, "Oh, I hate Disco Inferno." He'd be like, that's the worst gimmick," but people just wanted to kill him because of that goofy gimmick.
Yeah, it hit that nerve. You know, that nobody liked disco at all back then. It was techno and
infuriating.
rock and roll. So he was good at that. I mean, and everybody knew he was not serious. It made him even worse because everybody else there was serious.
I know, and everyone's working hard, and this guy's getting all this time while other people have to work in dark matches. That's horrible. That really, I can imagine how pissed people were.
I have a question. Since you when you did WCW, you went over to ECW at the point where they were basically on TNN, but they were kind of, I guess, in their death throes at that point. I mean, as far as financially goes, but I was an ECW kid. I could probably recite I could recite the Kane Dewey promo to you 100 times over. I could recite anything from ECW from like 94 to 99. And I remember when they were on TNN, you did the whole network. You were part of the network angle. I mean, you being friends with Rob Van Dam, you basically screwed Rob Van Dam and put Jerry Lynn over.
Yeah, and me and Rob for a shoot met in '93 on some independents. For a promoter named Greg Price, who ran South Atlantic Pro, which is basically Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and Florida. And we actually wrestled each other like every 3 out of 4 shows in a babyface main event match, to where we didn't even have to call spots. We actually knew our match just by feel. I knew somebody wanted just by feel. And we traveled together, got stoned together, hung out, and worked together. You think of, that Rob did friends instantly.
By the way,
and he's one of his business to talk to. And when he brought me in, they actually had a complete different idea for me. He did. It put me as like one of the dangerous lines, kind of doing a Rick Rude gimmick. And Rob was like, "No, this is what I want to do." Not. And Paul jumped on it. And this is why I appreciate Paul Heyman so much. Paul sat me down, and when I first got in there, and said, "This is what I wanted to spend the next 6 months with you. You're going to start being Rob's friend. You're going to turn on Rob. You're going to cause Rob to lose his first, match with Jerry Lynn." I mean, he had it almost in detail. And they want to have you join the network, be a hired gun, to work Rob in a couple pay-per-view or this or the other. And teams on the line, and then help you turn maybe Steve, baby. He almost had all this stuff laid out. And this is only after 2 weeks of actually sitting there going to a TV and doing this and doing that with Rob when he sat me down and did that. And that was only after a few months. And that's when he gave me something else. They're going to poke fun at the American males. It's going to be something that identifies you with the people. And this is Paul teaching me wrestling 101, basically. And it's something that Eric Bischoff, who ran a multi-million-dollar company, never. That's all I for Eric, because Eric was too busy, riding the planes, being an NWOite, being on TV, doing everything. He wasn't really a boss. He just made sure you got your paychecks. He was a contract guy, and that was it. So that's why I have more respect for a guy like Kevin Sullivan, or Terry Taylor, or Paul Heyman, somebody who's actually been in the business. Eric Bischoff got started off getting a cup of coffee for Vern Gagne, and didn't even want to do it. He wanted to be in sales.
Immediately.
Didn't even want to be on camera.
It's funny because Mersh here, he used to work with Amish Roadkill.
Oh, yeah, Roadkill from ECW.
Oh,
That's a buddy of mine.
Yeah.
Mike's a lunatic.
And it's funny because same thing with him. Everyone that we talked to that tend to be in the ECW that were Heyman dude, they all have nothing but good things to say about him as far as how he treated talent.
Oh, he was great. He'll lie to your face.
Of course.
Say the grass is green when there's dirt there, and you'll believe it. You'll trust in him because everything he tells you wrestling-wise is pretty much the truth.
Well, he recently cut a promo.
This is why he sucked. This is why he sucked.
Yeah,
but
he's not a
he
genius.
paid me pretty much a good chunk of my salary going downhill, but that was a bad business decision on his. We just didn't do the business side of it like he should have.
Well, that's actually a good question because that actually segues into the question I had. Since you were actually part of the network angle, I know that they were angry with TNN with the way, because TNN did sort of bury the show itself when they finally got on TNN. What do you think they helped
that
kill?
was, again, back to the deal that Heyman had. And I found most of this out just by being there. The first pay-per-view, whatever it was, or TV they did, they basically had all the TNN trucks, cameras, lighting, all that stuff came there, production, boom, everything. It just was like, wow, this is amazing. Then I think it was either a pay-per-view or TV, something like did that. The very next one, we went from all different cameras back to one hard camera and one hand, and the ECW thing and everything. And it went, and it said TNN did their whole thing. They had to do a contract to do one show, put you on, we'll produce. Everything was just based off one show. And that way they were contractually fulfilled. And that's what Paul agreed to, because Paul had to agree to that to get merchandise of like the dolls, the videos, start being put out so you could start making money off that. He'd have it going first. So Paul took the worst thing, and they knew it. They had Paul over a barrel, and Paul took it. And we were drawing great houses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was incredible.
Well, yeah, the
all
live
guys
shows
were
looked great on TV. The
great
TV
run these towns. We had Canada. We did the L.A. pay-per-view. Nobody thought we'd be in L.A. We were in Texas. All this stuff, and it was great. But the money started drying up, and we started going to some of these buildings because Paul was still trying to pay off old debt with the money he was making now.
It's
so that's kind of where it kind of bit us in the ass.
It's kind of funny because Mercer's telling me the story, same thing about a Roadkill when they were in Connecticut, right? That's one of my favorite stories of all time. Paul Heyman stories.
That was he didn't say that on our show, but it was a thing that Roadkill has said in the past that him and Danny Doring and somebody else had caught Paul Heyman coming out of Titan Sports towards the end of ECW there, because I guess he was sort of at the end of his end of his rope, and he sort of just went in and kind of surrendered. From what I've heard, from what I've heard, he went in and just sort of went, "Hey, buddy."
I don't know all the specifics of it because I was only there for 6 to 8 months, maybe 9 months tops. But even then, a lot of stuff I heard after the fact was Paul was already receiving a check monthly from Vince in business.
Yeah, I heard that too. I've heard. Yeah, we've. It's funny. It's crazy.
Like concrete. But that's what we're being told that Paul was receiving. It kept us afloat because Vince won the competition, and since Vince was learning from it.
Of course, that
keep you sharp.
The invasion angle, remember that? The whole invasion. I mean, there was a.
Well, that was a one and done.
Right.
Invasion angle. That was a shit.
What do you think about
the biggest mistakes that Vince ever made?
Well, no. Do you mean the actual? Because there were two invasion angles. There was the original old school ECW invades WWE, but then there was when Vince bought all the companies and took a big shit.
Very good.
Yeah. There you go.
Honest answer.
Put any of the invading people over,
right?
Because his company was supposed to be superior. His guy has everything else. So he was going to use it to spark interest in other groups, cliques, fans, whatever, to draw fans in to his product. But he was never ever going to really put people over.
Well, I could tell you right now, though, coming from somebody who was around probably 15 when the original ECW invasion angle happened, I marked out like a freak when I was a kid. When I saw them on WWE TV, I freaked out a little. I was like,
now speaking of this segment,
you should have been in WCW when National Hall first came in.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, that was a huge deal too. Trust me, I was
Everybody
into
in the
that.
world thought that was.
Yeah, thought that was legit.
That was unbelievable.
Now the question I always ask guys that were back in the the old days of just the Monday Night Wars and ECW is, what do you think
old
of
days? Easy now.
Well, I'm sorry.
Seriously, you can kick his ass anytime.
I'm not talking about the Midnight Rider old days.
That's not Mersh, by the way. That's Royce Lopez.
Let me
I'm not talking about the Fabulous Freebirds.
My walker, my tennis balls in there, and I'm going to come up there.
Scotty Riggs would still murder your face.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to come kick your ass.
What I mean is the renaissance of wrestling, the Attitude Era time, the Monday Night Wars.
You're still going old time with Renaissance.
Well, Renaissance is old, but it's
Renaissance is meant to reflect a golden age.
Anytime you got it's old, but
Yeah, it's
Still
old,
call me
but
old.
Golden
They
age.
call me a butt.
Why don't you just ask him about Greco-Roman wrestling while you're at it?
let me tell you something. I understand that you're not Hogan doing leg drops at 75. I get you're not him, who's still trying to hold on to that little bit of just, you know.
As much as I respect Hulk, and I just saw him back in October, and he put me over in front of all the TNA guys.
Right.
Again, I didn't expect, but Hulk came walking up, and I was sitting there talking to Rob, and all of a sudden there's this voice on me, Scotty Riggs. Oh my God! And, you know, it's Hulkster. I'm like, Hulk, how you doing, pal? He goes, when all you guys look, this guy could probably get in the spring and tear it down right now. Pick his brain, boys. I was like, wow. I mean, that came. I hadn't seen him like a good 5 in the actually put me over like that. I was pretty impressed. I appreciate the whole conversation now. Back when I was working with him,
Of course.
barely ever saw the man. So,
Well, yeah, that's.
I'll be out in my trailer, dude. I'll be hiding out in my tour bus.
What do you think of the current product now of wrestling now? Now that it's gone more PG, what do you think of it as, you know, being in the business back when it was pretty much no holds bar? Now that everything's more, you know, kid oriented, how do you think of it now in terms of, like, you know?
I mean, change in one sense, and Vince is reaching out to the masses
Right.
to understand that he changed with that. I knew when his wife was running for Senate and everything else, it was going to change because they had to have a better, you know, image and everything else for society. Now they're still so just plotting.
Yeah.
That, you know, the fans are just the reason CM Punk is so over is he's so still suspends disbelief in what he does.
Of course.
People don't think he's acting. Everyone else who comes on the show, they go, "Oh, he's acting." Funkasaurus, he's an actor. The Miz, he's an actor. Randy Orton has become an actor. He does the same stuff.
Wait a minute.
The fans
Can I ask
hop
something?
on it because they're become robots to pop on stuff like that. TNA is getting over more, even though it's taking them a lot longer to do it because they're reprogramming fans that wrestling is cool. You don't have to be a superstar. You can be a wrestler and still be cool and want to be a part of it.
Well, since you
And that's
mentioned
the thing.
Randy
There's a
Orton,
difference. Sports entertainment is gaga. Wrestling, and I don't deal with the gaga well. So,
well, since you mentioned
that's just my feeling on it.
since you mentioned Randy Orton, how do you feel about him when he turns into a snake?
She's obsessed. She's obsessed with Orton turning into a snake.
I like to have checkpoints to make sure I know if
He's
he's
a
a
snake.
snake or not. Right now.
He's a snake.
I honestly don't know Randy. Never met the man, and don't follow him much on TV because, to me, everything I've ever heard about him is he's robotic in what he does. He had one good period that he really was you know, after all. Now he's pretty much the same old stuff all over and over again, and he hasn't reinvented anything. They've given him stuff to go by with the legend killer, now the snake thing, and you know when a guy pops out on the ground to like, you know, everyone has their way of setting up to go. When he goes into the RKO, I actually just saw a video on it the other day. He popped down on his hands and knees and was slamming his arms into the ground.
He's a snake.
You know, letting the guy know that the RKO was coming up, and he hit his hand so hard on the mat he dislocated his own shoulder.
Well, isn't that what snakes do?
So
They
when
like
a guy
unhinge their
does that,
jaws.
believing in his own so much, and then hurts himself and can't even do the finish, has to walk out the ring holding his arm.
Yeah. Hey.
You kind of go, wow, can't believe we just did that. But hey, couldn't happen to a better guy.
Leave Randy wellness violation Orton alone. He tries really hard to
He's doing
get
good.
2 strikes.
He's doing great. Who do you like coming up right now in all the companies that are around? Like, you know, you got TNA, you got Ring of Honor, you've got Combat Zone, a bunch of federal. Like, who do you think right now is a big name that people should look out
Ring of
for?
Honor, don't watch. Never really followed that. Yeah, I know. Got a great mind for wrestling and for what they try to do, so I can only picture good things happening with those cats. The other stuff I don't know. The only stuff I really see nowadays is Raw because it's live, and I like when it's live.
Right.
It doesn't have that gaga feeling to it.
Well, that and when there's no football, there's nothing on Monday night.
Wimpy factor of SmackDown. Everybody already knows the results. And then TNA, I dig their stuff because, again, they're trying to do it live, and they're focusing more on wrestling. I mean, truth be told, big CM Punk fan, just because he suspends that disbelief. There's a quote from Johnny Valentine I like to put out every now and then. I can't make them believe that wrestling is real, that I'm real.
I'm sorry. How did that go again? We're having we just had an audio.
I can't make them believe that wrestling is real, but I can damn sure make them believe that I am real.
That's awesome. That's a great
That's
quote.
Johnny Valentine, who's a '70s superstar. You know, he's a stud wrestler from that era.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And
Sorry.
suspending that disbelief, so I put a lot of oomph into Punk because he does that. Dirt Ziggler is about to say. Dolph Ziggler, he's an extremely great talent. Antonio Cesaro, extremely
he's awesome.
great talent.
We like all the same guys, it
Future ahead of
seems.
him.
It seems like we like all the
Bobby
same dudes.
Cowboy, all an area of three cats in the other league that I really, really dig.
That's awesome.
As the future of the business, basically.
Well, Scott, we're actually we end at 9, so I think we're wrapping this one up. This is actually a good indicator. Whenever we go all the way to the end of the show, it just means it was a great interview and we had fun.
Thank
this is
you,
awesome.
man.
Do you have anything you want to promote? Anything you want to let people know? Your Twitter, obviously, you want to let them know about your Twitter at least, right?
Yep.
Follow you.
My Twitter is Real Scotty Riggs.
At Real
You know,
Scotty
there's
Riggs.
a lot of other goofballs out there that do their Mrs. and their everybody else has all their fake accounts, but they're not fake accounts anymore. But
Yeah, I can't believe
there's
people
only
make those
Scotty
fake
Riggs
accounts.
out there. So, pretty much right now, I'm retired, living on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, and being a beach bum when I can.
Rocking it.
It's nice.
And
I love the
playing golf
coast.
is when I can.
I
So
love the Carolina coast,
enjoy
man.
that and do my DDP yoga.
Got it. Yeah,
So-
DDP Yoga. That's
Everybody's
right.
plugging that, man.
Yeah,
He's making some money off you guys.
We had Mondo on. He plugged it too. It's funny, man.
He loves it.
A lot of people just love the dude now. He's just been. I know he's been helping out a lot of wrestlers. I know he's been doing that too. Like DDP's really been out there, like really helping people out. But man,
I actually did a show with him and Edge. I guess about 3 weeks ago. We did his DDP radio show together, and first we got to call Edge. In all the years we've both been in business, we've never crossed paths.
right.
Until that show, and just talking about our past injuries, how real gravity is, and everything else. Just the fact of how the yoga itself has gotten our where we can actually live a quality of life.
Right.
Not a quantity, but a quality. It's a better quality of life. And it's just simple things that just make it better. It's your diet and doing the yoga. And it just takes away a lot of aches and pains that other things haven't.
Hey man,
That's
you know
the good thing about it.
Let me tell you something. And have you ever thought about, because you know you were great today? Have you ever thought about doing maybe some sort of wrestling internet show or podcast or something? Because I mean, I think that would be right up your alley. I mean, your wrestling knowledge is pretty
you know, I
immense.
got a decent voice for radio nowadays.
Yeah.
but,
Talker, man.
I mean, if I had somebody who would, do all the
Technical aspect.
production and all the other stuff.
Oh, we got
behind it,
somebody's.
Maybe
We can do
But-
that. We got.
But
We've
me
been looking.
being, if I could just be the talent, you know what I'm saying? Maybe something like that. But there's so many guys who have their YouTube channels, who have their podcasts. Shane Helms does great stuff. With wrestling and MMA. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. I'll be more Matt than Jeff nowadays. But Matt does great stuff like that. Guy girlfriend's her thing. So there's a few people out there who are really reaping successes of that, but I just don't know how well it really can pay off. That's great if you want to be a celebrity, but I've never really wanted to be a celebrity. I always wanted to be a wrestler. Celebrity just kind of came with it at the time.
Well, I mean, this has been a really awesome interview. I just want to thank you again, Scotty Riggs, and follow him. It's Real Scotty Riggs on Twitter. And honestly, don't be a stranger, man. We had a great time tonight. So, we'd love to talk with you more in the future and do some more of these little chats. Like
Yeah.
we had a blast tonight. You're cool, and we're not an easy crowd to please. So, and every's loving
Well,
the
man,
chat
I
room.
enjoy
So.
keeping it heel and keeping being real and being genuine with you cats. And it was a lot of fun with Royce, Merch, Ryan, That's Marie.
Thank you,
were
sir.
The bomb. Even though you're Steelers, not Cowboys.
Damn straight.
Hey man, thank you a lot. We really do. We really do appreciate it. We're coming up here. We're going a little overtime actually, but thank you very much. And like I said, if you ever get the itch that you want to do a show, let us know, man. We'll be happy to help you out. Not a problem. 'Cause like I said, you're tonight it was really good. You have a wealth of knowledge, and
I will be in touch with my new pal, Scotty Riggs.
Very good.
My new friend.
Your new friend. You got my number now.
Yes, sir.
I am.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. I
hobnobbing.
appreciate it.
Thanks
All right,
a lot.
dude.
Gotta
See you
guys.
later. Later. All right, man. That was really good interview. That was Scotty Riggs on. I guess we got to start wrapping up. We are running a little bit late, but there's no live Hooter and Greenway tonight. Many people should see know why, and some people don't. And some people don't. But anyway, there's probably not going to be one. Great interview. Anything we want to plug, guys? I'm trying to think as I got caught up with the whole interview. Anything that you guys coming up that we want to plug?
No. At Mersh on Twitter. I hear he's hilarious.
Well, you're him. Doesn't count.
Well, you're kind of ruining my whole thing.
That does not count. But anyway, once again, big thanks to Scotty. Anyone else want to plug? Nothing? Guys? No?
Yeah, I'm going to plug this, and I'm going to plug this.
In my ass?
And we have a camera, so it's funnier now when I flip you off.
It is. Man, I should have my hoodie on. Fucking go 8 Mile on you, bitch.
Ugh.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We really do appreciate it. Tomorrow's the Fifth Circle right after.
Maybe.
There's definitely one. Right
if
after.
You assholes are lucky. If I feel you deserve it.
After Elvis and Alfred and the Cousin Joe show, we will definitely do that. By the way, guys, make sure you do your typical rest in peace on Dutch's wall. He says his power source died, but all I heard was he died. So make sure everyone knows that he's okay. Because, like I said, if you missed the show, in our eyes, you're dead, at least for the week. I guess, like I said, tune in tomorrow.
I don't care.
At Hippojuice Film, at Mersh,
Whatever.
at Hjuice Marie, and yada, yada, yada. All right, guys, thanks, and take it easy.
Little Carolyn is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You got your choice.